Gosh, as well as the Zaman Force, they were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for them. As the game goes late, I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the potato with the flicker flames of heavy spin. The beautiful kill as YSS gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. You just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even they know, even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down, triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Asian Chin gonna get the payday, got the veteran, as well as it will be a Savage, but Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroi Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown. From
Aura walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air, but Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness, a little bit of overextension will be punishing. And now we see Koto double on.
Busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. Not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. And look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the proper goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Linkin Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it? Always. But that will be another stun coming in. Baksha is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out where the lockdown onto the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Cracky. Cracky. cracking. Cracking. Cracking.
You miss does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masraf also going with a chassis folder. I feel like they're rushing the item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
That Queen's
Atlas and
Wings is gonna be able
Lapu?
to save him out. Lord spawned in. I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be the Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer, and this might be over for the side of Eyes Wide Shut. They lose their main DPS. And right now, Purple Hazy also gets knocked. And finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in. And here comes the Zushin. God is taken away.
Specialize on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage. Way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever. But with this, the Matilda also goes in. The circling eagle comes up. Uses it up just to move behind. With this, the Arlord also trying to defend. A lot of damage on the base. But look at that. Finally, Abyss gets caught off guard. Gets taken down. A double kill. A triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic Kasha. So that's the Zaman Force. They were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for as the game goes late. I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the potato with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as Vices gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Asian Chin gonna get the payday of the veteran, as well as it will be a savage. But Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown. From
Just Aura
one down.
walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
Is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air. But Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness. A little bit of overextension. Will be punishing. And now we can see
Mid-tier
we go
is
to
about to
double on.
get busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. It's an, I mean, not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. Look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the Lava goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Linkin Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all way? But that will be another stun coming in. Baksha is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Cracky. 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 Cracking. Cracking.
He missed does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis polder. I feel like they're rushing the item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
That Queen's
Atlas
Wings is gonna be able
Alapu?
to save him out. Lord spawned in. I think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer. And this might be over for the side of Ice One Shot. They lose their main DPS. And right now, Purple Hazy also gets knocked. And finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in. And here comes the Zushin. God is taken away.
Specialize on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage. Way too much single target. Where minion clearing isn't efficient as ever. But with this, the Matilda also goes in. The circling eagle comes out, uses it up just to move behind. With this, the Arlord also trying to defend. A lot of damage on the base. But look at that. Finally, Abyss gets caught off guard. Gets taken down. A double kill, a triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic Kasha. So that's the Zaman Force. They were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for them. As the game goes late, I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the potato with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as YSS gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even they know, even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Ishinshin gonna get the payday of the veteran, as well as it will be a savage. But Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming SHOWDOwn. From
Aura walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air, but Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness, a little bit of overextension will be punishing. And now we're
Bits
keeping
here is
Koto
about to
double on.
get busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. Not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. Look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the Alpha goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Lincoln Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all the way? But that will be another stun coming in. Bakshi is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Cracking. 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 Cracking.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Hook Gaming Showdown, powered by Hook Gaming, of course. And you're right now watching it out at Hook Gaming YouTube channel. Do not forget to subscribe the channel, as well as like the stream, share the stream to your friends, because the top 16 round is kicking in, and today is the day 2 of the top 16. We're having the first game. It is between Team Shadow Esports versus Team The Curse. Both of the teams have already playing in Mythic Showdown, while The Curse is got eliminated from the Swiss stage, but Shadow Esports, they're still in the run. They're in the league stage. It's your boy Ash TZ on the casting deck, and the beautiful lady alongside me is Sarah. Hello, Sarah. It's been a long time casting alongside you. What do you think? Who is going to win? I mean, straight away, this question for you.
Hello there, and thank you for the introduction, Ash. And answering your question on a completely neutral perspective and judging from the performances so far, of course, it's going to be Shadow. But we could be in for a few surprises coming in from the curse. Obviously, that thing always happens, especially because it's a BO1, and BO1 is always a 50-50 based on the draft and then the execution. Whoever wins the draft, considering the fact that Shadow Esports do have a coach into their hand, they should be winning it out pretty easily. The Curse needs to improvise the strategies they have made so far and bring some changes into them if they want to counter draft Team Shadow and then make some difference into the match itself.
Definitely. And as Lom Sanga is going to play on the jungle, really going to watch it out how he's going to perform here, because he's so far in Mythic Showdown, he's doing so great there. Is it Poppy Shrek or I mean Joru Ka Gulam? I'm not sure who is it. Is it like Joru Ka Gulam is Lom Sanga? Madara is on the roam, so yep. I'm not sure. Joru Ka Gulam is someone new here in the jungle. It's not Lom Sanga.
I think it's the sub jungler for the side of Shadow Esports.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Team The Curse have also had a few changes into their lineup. Vips has joined in as the new jungler. Suma is going to be onto the mid lane. And of course, Kelvin will be going in for the roam. Green
Roam.
Forest, Kisaki, and Flawless, they will be there. The two original members of Team The Curse who made it into the top 16, coming all the way from the open qualifiers, and we are already into the banning phase, and the first ban from the side of Shadow will be the Phobius. The Paquita will be taken out as well, alongside the Baxia and our lot. The Curse seems to be knowing very well about the current ongoing metas, and their bans are definitely reflecting the knowledge that they have about the game. But end of the day, even if you can draft well, it will come down to the execution no matter what.
Definitely. The R lot, and then we saw the Paquito ban, and now maybe onto the Jushin, onto the side of Curse, because if you leave it out, there is a huge chance Val are going to prioritize it because he loves to play that Jushin. But if not the Jushin, then he loves to play the Eve as well. We have seen him onto the God. So yeah, there's a lot of options for him, but you should take out the meta, because if you don't want the hindrance. But if the Jushin is open, the Freya is being taken out from the Curse, then they might gonna try to go for the Eve as a counterpart. But then you see Samson being there, can also prioritize the Harad. That's why they banned the Povia. So now it's a two-way for them. Like the crossbow is two-way. Either you're gonna ban the Harad or you're gonna ban the, you know, the Freya. If one of them will open, I believe it might be falling in the hand of default or
Sansen.
That is the thing because we just had a little bit of a technical glitch. I think the picks were swapped up, and once that resets, maybe we'll be seeing a fresh set of bans. But if not, if they decide to go forward with these bans itself, then maybe we will be seeing the Freya or the Harith getting locked in first by Sunsin. But these days, Freya Gold has fallen off of the late towards the gold lane. She is prioritized more for the EXP side because these days damage EXP is the meta, and with a utility or a UB jungle towards the mid lane. That's the kind of strategies teams go in for. And we are right back into the draft, Ash, and I think it's going to be a whole fresh new draft for us.
Yeah, a whole new face drop, but still into the red side, the Piquila bans onto the Paquito, the Jushin, as well as the Freya might be placed from them. Even the Marshall might be option for Shadow Esports to get banned there. With the curse, they got the first ban here. They might gonna go for the Akai or maybe the Phobius again because they also love to play the Harith. Harith is a good hero nowadays. You have immense amount of burst. You can take out the utility junglers. So yep, if you want to play the Harith, you should ban the Phobius. You don't want the hindrance from the Phobius. And but the main thing about default is he can also go for the Benedetta. As you mentioned about damage EXP, he can play the Benedetta, he can play the Paquito, he can go for the Freya. So yep, if you're banning out these heroes, you might gonna face a Benedetta. So you should try something which can counter the Benny. Like not proper counter, but still it is manageable with a dragon.
That's the thing with these picks these days. Damage EXPs are on one side, they are a very good investment to mark down the enemy backline, but then again they can also be a double-edged sword. If the mid lane loses itself, then the EXP laners cannot do much in that situation because they won't be having any kind of sustain to actually dive in for the mid like backline of the enemy. On the other side, we can see the bans once again. It's going to be a Marcel and a Glue ban coming in from the curse this time. Shadow Esports will be the one to take out the Baxia. Most probably, they will take out the Jushin and the Phobius too. And if not, they're going to take out something like the Akai, quite possibly, because we have seen Vips play that quite a lot. He's also pretty good on towards the Harley jungle, and that can also be prioritized by him in this one because Harley is still one of the assassins who are working out alongside, I think, Ling and Lancelot. The other assassins have fallen off quite a bit on towards the jungle because of the rise of the tank meta, as we have been talking about it. But of course, Shadow Esports, they definitely have some tricks up their sleeves because they are taking their own sweet time to ban out the heroes. And I do feel like it is going to be the Jushin or the Paquito. Yep, it is the Paquito.
Paquito it is, and but I still can't believe that Glue is getting. Oh no, it's not Paquito, it's a Fedrin. We got tricked
Okay.
by the production. It's fine. But taking all this utility, I believe they might gonna go for the Akai as well. All the utility will be taken out, just the Gwynny being staying there. But our Lord Glue, not sure what kind of draft is being cooked up from the curse right now. Like, why the glue? In this economy, we don't see a glue ban. Like, yep, we see the picks, but Madara is not a glue player. Yep, I don't see him much playing out of the glue. He loves to play the Katot. He somehow plays the Khalid as well, like Rudius, but not on a glue. Like, I think the glue player is someone who, I mean, Apex maybe he had played the glue, and other than him, it's yep, Parakusena's Pappu. He loves to play the glue. But Madara, do you recall, like, remember him playing the glue much into the room?
Not really. He's more of a Marcel Khalid Kalia spammer, maybe even the Grok or even the Gatot Kacha. But Glue is something he hasn't shown himself into the live match at least. Maybe into the scrims, it was possible for him to have tried out that hero. And you were mentioning about Glue players. Don't forget Jazz. You know
Jazz, yep,
the
yep, yep.
the person who started the Glue Valir ban trend in India. I mean, what
Of
can we
course,
even say about it? Let's move
yeah.
on from the past. And the Curse will be picking up the Phobius as their first pick here. Now, this is good in a way because they're going to have a damage plus sustain towards the EXP. But then again, it is counterable towards the mid to late game. Samson gets his Claude once again. what a way to start the day for Shadow Esports, because Sunfin on his most perfect comfort hero along with the perfect setter at last. Most probably they can just go in for a newbie jungler uh with a healer mid can work out. The Angela mid has been working out in some cases, but Viole loves playing his utility mages, the Jushin, the Eve, even the Lilia to a certain extent. So technically, even the Valentina could be picked up by him if the curse picks up something like the, one of those setup tanks to counter the Atlas.
Hmm. Uh, as you mentioned about the setup tanks, Tide Grill it is out of the meta though, but still it is working somehow in the ranks. But I'm not sure the curse is going to prioritize it or not. But Harith is open. They might gonna go for the Harith here. It already have the Phobias, the OG MPL combo, and then if the Harith is there into the team, they should try to go for the Gwynny jungle as well. Like I mean, all the utilities are banned right now. You can try the Gwynny jungle, and so do like Lomsanga is not there, so you don't have to worry about it as well. So yep, Joruka Gulam. Not much sure about this guy. Like I haven't been there in his drafting and all those things. So yep, I'm not sure what he will be prioritizing. But that is a Batang, and as you mentioned, the Lilia, it is coming in the hand of the curse. But Batang kind of giving me the vibe that the Fanny is not going to come here for Shadow Esports if they're trying to go for.
Exactly. The Fanny is definitely not into the equation for the side of the curse. But you know what? The Lilia Badang somewhat works against the Atlas. Badang can actually push back the Atlas, the octopus from the Atlas. Second skill, which actually is used to engage on the enemy, and that can disrupt a lot of your engages. Like, suppose you're using the second skill and even a flicker inside the enemy, and the Badang just timely uses up his first skill and pushes you back, you are gonna miss out onto your ultimate, which has a 60-second cooldown into the early game, and also your flicker, which is a 120-second cooldown before the pull yourself together gets triggered for the 90-second cooldown. But whatever it may be, this draft kind of works out against the Atlas Yuzhong picks. But then again, default, of course, our little global Yuzhong player, right, for Shadow Esports there, and Atlas again, one of his comforts these days, along with another comfort pick, Claude. So technically, Shadow is a complete comfort drop right now. And given the fact they have been winning out games so well on these kind of drafts, it's looking a bit difficult for the curse, but still doable somehow.
All those jungles are getting banned here. Suyu even from the side of Shadow Esports, and now the last ban from the curse. I believe Shadow Esports would have went for the Harith, but no, they're gonna go for that jungle. Now what else is there into the jungling? The Fanny is open, but there is no chance for the Fanny in this equation, as you mentioned. And then you have the Gwynny, Leomord, and Nolan. Nolan is actually one of the, like not the peculiar hero in this economy, but it works somehow. But we have seen Megatron playing the Ishinshin in the same tournament in this Hook Gaming Showdown. So that might be an option for Shadow Esports to go on for the jungle. But then, what will be the mid lane pick for you? Like, Jushin is open though, but you're not going to pick the Jushin against a Badang. Then there is a Lilia, of course, so that will be actually a counter for the Jushin. So now the Eve is kind of a thing. You can go with the class, or if not the Eve, then you can try a Louis. Oh, the Gwynny got banned too. Now what? Leo mode, Nolan, Fanny. Or are you going to try Lucas?
I mean, don't forget the Balmond. He is still pretty much into the equation, along with the Ling as well. And Ling is actually pretty good for baiting out the black shoes from Lilia. So Lancelot too, in a way. All those three heroes can be played by both the jungles, I feel like, and even the Harley is open for the side of the curse to pick up. And like I mentioned, Vips is pretty comfortable onto that hero. But for now, we'll have to see what they decide to pick up. It's looking a bit difficult for the jungle, obviously, because a lot of heroes are getting taken out. But okay, it is indeed a Fanny after all.
Yep, it's a Fanny, and they're gonna go for the Harith as well. That's why I told you, like, Shadow Esports should have taken out that Harith. But it's okay. Sanson is down to the comfort, so he knows he can outdrop this Harith with a lane to lane matchup. But I'm not sure how it's gonna happen there. If the Harith will get Trinity, like the Holy Crystal, Starlim Scythe, and the Feather of Heaven, he might give some problem towards this Claude as well. But then you see the Claude spike as well with his own Demon Hunter sword and all. So yep, you should. That will be a great fight onto the goal, and we will actually witness it if Madara can give some more follow-ups to the goal with alongside the Bauman as you mentioned. It is here, guys. Zoruka Gulam is going for the Bauman against the Fanny, but I'm not sure how it's going to work here. Uh, According to me, the Fanny is kind of getting strumble with this Yuzong's double petrify, and apart from it, the Fatal Links. Other than that, nobody's there to, taking care of this Fanny at this moment. And in Viola is in a very bad position right now because the Fanny will continuously try to take him out when he is onto the RWM phase.
That's the thing. Like, we know that Eve usually struggles against the Fanny players. We had seen it happen firsthand to one of the best Eve players in India, Bid, back in one of the bigger tournaments, if you know what I mean. But let's see though, because Shadow Esports, they've got a very team fight, hitbox oriented kind of draft for themselves. They want to go in for the RWM, the immobilization, and then the stun and the fatal links coming in from the Atlas, then the blazing duet diving in. All those things are going to have to work together. But meanwhile, we are into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Two amazing teams, one of them currently a mythic team, a new mythic team in India, and one of them a rising underdog team. So we'll have to see how each of these teams decide to play into this land of dawn for this BO1 series, because one win means they go up to the BO at round of 8, but one loss means they are eliminated. So obviously both will be doing their very best.
This might be Saro's last 50k less tournament because after this they can't because they have the mythic leaderboard. So they would try to win this game and win this tournament as much as it possible for them. But right now, look at it. The curse. It's not like Vivzi is doing something more extravagance with that Fanny. He's just taking out the side lane rotation and taking out the side creeps. That's the rotation coming out from Madara as well. Flicker baited.
Exactly. Early picker and Badang early game is very, very low, and he's just gonna get taken down immediately. Whips, he actually manages to secure his buff, thankfully, because he saved his retribution for the perfect timing. And that is a pretty good decision making coming in from Zoruka Gulam right there. He's also got the killing spree, which is going to give him some advantage in the team fights along with the Balman passive. So obviously, it's gonna be looking pretty decent for Shadow Esports if they keep managing to maintain this early game pressure, because the more the Fanny and the Harith falter towards the early game, the worse it is going to be getting for them towards the mid to late, because that's when the Eve as well as the Claude are going to be power spiking, and that's going to be affecting the side of Team Durkers quite a lot. Because look at that, the rotation is so much faster than that of Team Durkers. They're already at the turtle, and it's going to be a pretty uncontested, straightforward speed running for the first turtle buff.
Definitely. Balma getting the turtle there. Zoruka Gulam. And now they're gonna go for a fight here. Badang do have the sustain, but he will just eventually get out from the Viola's burst here. That might be a double. No. Black Dragon use? Necessarily. Like, I don't know what was the cause, but it might be he might sense something for a team fight, but okay, that's a heavier cooldown onto that ultimate now.
Indeed, that's gonna be a pretty solid 48-second cooldown, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But I feel like it was just a defense mechanism kind of used up just to escape the Phobius, because the more of the Infernal Pursuits that a Phobius can cast, the higher the damage goes on to be. So obviously that was a trick or a strategy maybe being used up by the Yuzhong. But this is the problem, the Badang on the support emblem this game, I feel like, was not the best of decisions. He probably should have gone in for the tank emblem with the other talents being from the support emblem. But look on towards the top side. Yeah, they knew default doesn't have the ultimate. They went in for the engage, cutthroat, black shoes, everything used up at the perfect time. That's gonna be a kill for them. 1-2 scoreline, but now there's gonna be invades. And a Fanny, he can't really help but take his buff. Oh, he actually manages to secure the retribution, but now once again. Badang gonna be caught out in a bit of a pinch. Both the members are pretty low. Harith here trying to deal as much damage as possible. Gets frozen into his ultimate. Yeev dealing quite some damage. Fanny trying to come in for a fight. Black Shoes not available for the Lilia. Sansin gets the Blazing Duet online and that's gonna be killed for him almost immediately.
Nice one. Nice fight coming out from the Self Team Shadow Esports. They knew that the Fanny is having no retribution at that moment, and suddenly the Fanny finds that red buff and the fight continues. Without the Black Souls, Lilia was kind of vulnerable to the kill, and that's why you can see Sansin, he just engaged there. Now it's a pre-total for the side of Team Shadow Esports. We might gonna see a retribution. Oh, no. It will be Joruka Gulam with the retreat.
Indeed, and now Sulma does not have the Purify. The complete dive in comes in from 4 members of the side of Team Shadow Esports. It's like Shadow, they gave away 2 kills and now they are like out here for redemption. They don't want to give any kind of spacing to the side of the curse, and you know, that's what is so visible into the gameplay so far. Vibbs has been trying to gain some leverage thanks to the Fanny. He's trying to go in for the far lanes and clear out the minions as much as possible. Try to back up his EXP, target down that huge round quite a lot. But they kind of forget the fact that their main damage dealer towards the late game is going to be the Harith. And then now the Harith is not getting any farm for now. And Claude has all the farm in the world which he possibly needed. And that is looking pretty difficult. Look at the dive in that's going to be coming in towards that Harith for now. And the Yeev already dealing way too much damage. Oh, Fanny tries to go in. Fatal Link will be used up onto her. Vips manages to get out of the fight. That's going to be the RWM and all those fights coming in all at the same time. Flawless trying to deal some damage, gets 1 kill. But Sansin still alive. Joruka Gulam comes in, tries to get the cutthroat, will manage to get it thanks to the glowing wand passive. But now Surma is going to fall almost immediately as well because he does not have his ultimate.
Black Zeus is really right now a big thing for the Lilia. If she doesn't have it, then she's falling down immediately. Now there's a fight coming in. Default versus Kelvin. I believe Default will just retaliate back. Still Cables hears a lot of damage out of the Fanny. Goes back into the base for the health, the recall. And again, he might gonna lose the third turtle as well. He does have a retribution. He does have the map advantage with the Steel Cables. He might gonna go for the contest. And look at Kelvin. He might gonna come for the zone as well, but invading onto the blue buff, trying to bait the retribution of Fanny so that there will be a easy turtle. Now look at it, Black Zeus. Oh no, it's just the burst coming out from Lilia. We're gonna see Default coming in with the Black Dragon. The Battle Link's connected. Default goes in for the double Petri. Surma got the kill there. It will be a mega onto the hand of Viole. And now Fanny comes in with a cutthroat. Still Cable years and he somehow back into the base there. But now Zamanfur comes in from the bot to the top. The follow-up coming in. Harith doesn't have the damage. He's getting tormented here. Am I gonna take Default? Oh, wow. Default with that jump.
The close call towards that sidestep coming in from the Yuzhong, but now SDES will be targeting down those towers quite a bit because they know they have the farm as well as the kills, but they need the towers. They take down their first one towards the top, but flawless, what a mistake that was to overstay your welcome towards the top side. Okay, but the wall coming in quite accurately from Kisaki as Vips is going to be securing that kill with the cutthroat towards the Balman. But what use is going to be killing a Balman if the Yeev and the Claude themselves do not get shut down? If they are not shut down, there is no point, you know, to take down the jungler because it's a Balman after all. No matter how much you kill him, he is going to have the sustain and the damage from the second kill anyway.
Pipsy is actually doing a great job here, like clearing out the lanes. He's pressurizing the lane onto Shadow Esports side laners. At the same time, you're seeing the involvement of, you know, the Phobius as well. Fatal Link's used. There is a chance to go for the Infernal Pursuit, but he will not have the stacks for it. Sanson gonna get the kill there. And now the Monfors pop in as well, but it will not be an extending fight from the side of team The Curse. They know like they are having a little bit of deficit onto the goal, 4k. So continuing the fight is kind of hampering their goal again and again. That's a good choice coming in, and we're gonna see the Eve onto the RWM, trying to prioritize the mid-tier one.
Indeed. The mid lane has somehow still been defended well by the side of the Curse, which is a decent sign for them. But the side of Shadow Esports are actually playing it smart. They're pressuring down the side lanes, which means that they will have a little more space towards the Lord, which is going to be coming up in 25 seconds. And if they manage to take down the first Lord pretty early, it would mean that they can take down the mid tier 1 without any issues, and they can. Okay. Whip's trying to get a 1v1 against Default, but Default is going to be winning it out anyway. Okay. Flicker engage coming in from the Badang on towards and
Dara, he still
but
survived.
why? What a waste of resources, I would say.
Thing like he does have the skill one, he can still survive, and now look at it. Shaki goes down there. It's a kill into the hand of Sansin. Now they're gonna go for the Lord. Without the Padang, you can't even zone out the Lord, and don't feel like the Fanny will come in for the contest. She is totally into the opposite side of the Lord, and it will be the easy uncontested Lord for the side of Team Shadow Esports. Now they might gonna go for the mid rush as well to take down at least the tier 1 of the mid. RWM popping over there, pressurizing the lane, but Lilia managed to clear out the lanes as well. Black Zeus comes in, Violet falls down, shutdown happen onto him. There you go. Nice execution, but it will be a mid laner for a mid laner. Surma for Violet.
Indeed. It's worth far more than that of before he was taken down. So obviously, right at the moment, Team Shadow Esports is getting the better trade-offs, but somehow Vips is doing his job of trying to maintain the side lanes like I mentioned. Of the Team Shadow Esports, because the rotation coming in from Madara as well as the Balmond and Claude is pretty on point, and the engages they take are pretty much flawless so far.
Yep. And now there is a huge chance they might gonna go for the final rush. Out of it popping over there. Tier 2 falls down. Sansen goes in there for the engage, as well as the slamming of the Lord. Default comes in for the zone, or the Black Dragon basing to it comes in the way. Zaman Force popped up. Kisaki in a very bad position, might get taken out in this moment. Inhibitor falls down there. Flawless goes down to the hand of Violet. A slate happened on Madara. Kelvin got the kill. Kisaki goes down. Slate happened on to Surma. They're into the pit. They're knocking the doorstep, and it might be an end, but we're gonna see the clearance from the Fanny falling down as well. Just a single member standing with the hefty amounts of minion coming in, but what a timing it was. The minion waves are still strong. He's gonna try his best to clear it up there, locking down the base. Sanson is trying to give it the end, but can he do it? His deflection is happening. He might be taking out the phobias, and this will be Violet with a final blow onto the base to secure the win against the Curse. They managed to use the resurrection time on the 4 members of Team Curse to take on the victory against them and to get on to the top 8.
Beautiful, beautiful work coming in from Sansin at the very last moment. He was hesitating from targeting down that tower, but probably, the shot caller of his team just said, just go for it. I am there with you. And that's exactly what happened with him. He locked in onto the base, and Kelvin somehow should have just basic attacked that minion, I feel, if you really just wanted to clear out the minions, because that way they wouldn't have been able to end. But to take down the Claude first with his passive or second skill or first skill or whatever, and that minion stayed there just perfectly long enough for Sansin to get that last hit onto the Phobius.
Definitely.
That winter Trunkin, the base fell down thanks to Viola's help, and that is where Shadow Esports just moved forward to the round of 8.
Yeah, I thought like they might gonna retaliate back after taking the tier 2, but Default has some other plans there. Going in with a Black Dragon ultimate and then crashing in with a double Petri. And Sanson giving all those finishing was totally on the mark. But going for with a Badang in this game so that you will be playing a Fanny insured pick was not at all a good idea from the setup team, the Curse. But it's okay. They will learn it. They will come back stronger. They've already been into the Swiss stage of Mythic Showdown. So, yeah, I believe they will do the work in some other tournaments. But this tournament will go on for Shadow Esports as they are into the top 8 now. Me and Sarah will be taking a short break, coming back soon for the next game. It will be Pichi joining in place of me. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned with us at Hook Gaming SHOWDOWN because more 3 games of top 16 are yet to come.
Does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis folder. I feel like they're rushing the item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
Queen's
Atlas
Wings
and
is gonna be able
Lapu?
to save him out. Lord spawned in. Univer, I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer, and this might be over for the side of Ice Watch Shut. They lose their main DPS, and right now, Purple Haze, he also gets knocked, and finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in, and here comes the Zushin. God is taken away.
Specialize on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage, way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever, but with this the Madalda also goes in, the circling eagle comes up, uses it up just to move behind. With this the Arlord also trying to defend, a lot of damage onto the base, but look at that, finally Abyss gets caught off guard, gets taken down, a double kill, a triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic. Gosh, as well as the Zaman Forest, they were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for them. As the game goes late, I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the Polito with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as YSS gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even they know, even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Asian Shin gonna get the payday of the veteran, as well as it will be a savage. But Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown. From
Just Aura walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
is coming in for another invasion. Now Bedroon is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air, but Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness, a little bit of overextension will be punishing. And now we receive Koto double on.
Busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. Not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. And look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the proper goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Linkin Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all the way? But that will be another stun coming in. Baksha is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Hello and good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 of the round of 16. And this is Hook Gaming Showdown presented to you, of course, by Hook Gaming. And on towards the caster desk tonight. For this game, it will be me, Sarah, alongside none other than the very talented and beautiful Peachy. So, Peachy, how are you doing tonight, and what are your expectations from game number 2?
The teams are definitely looking interesting today. Again, top 16, the stakes are very high. So let's see what is it going to be. And as for the teams, we do have Void Titans versus Team STR. Again, best of one series and onto the upper bracket, you kind of have a feeling that you may just work it out towards the top eight, but at the same time you only have one chance, so that makes it all into how much pressure that you can handle. So let's see what is it going to be. Soon we'll dive into the draft. And Sarah, first match being such a good match, and on to the second as well. These are the teams who are underdogs who are rising. So I am kind of really excited to see what is it going to be. And talking about a bans a bit, the usual that we talk about, the glue, the paquito, I feel like that's going to be it today.
Yes, that's the thing. We have been seeing these bans for quite some times by now, and the meta itself has shifted so much towards these damage EXPs and tank junglers, like we were mentioning in the previous game as well. God is definitely God, Eve, and Lilia. These three picks have risen so much into the mid lane pick priority, and then a kite towards the jungle is a broken composition. Freya into the EXP instead of the gold is one of those broken picks these days. And these teams seem well aware of those, picks, and they are banning out exactly those things. Gordon Freya will be taken out by Void Titans, Akai will be taken out by STR, and now the other two bans remaining will be the Marcel, quite possibly the Atlas or Paquito or Jushin. Jushin is still somewhat considered in towards the banning phase, but let's see what these two teams decide.
Let's see. So far, it is looking quite good given the fact that the tanky junglers are getting out of the way, but at the same time, there are still damage dealers onto the EXP, onto the mid as well, who are yet to be taken out. One of the popular picks with the jungle has been Eve, so I do want to see either of the teams picking it up and possibly ban out a Paquito or even the Fovius, because Fovius serves as a very good counter right here. So let's see if that happens or not. But for Team Void Titans, they need to ban the Paquito or pick it up. But if they do pick it up, they will be giving away the Phobius, and that is still not a good choice in my opinion.
That's the thing. I told you about the Atlas, the Paquito is one of those solid choices as well, because Paquito is actually pretty hard to counter. Like, even if you have quite some solid amount of burst, he gets damage reduction into his first skill, a whole lot of shield if he uses the enhanced first skill. So technically, you don't want to be giving that away. But looks like we'll be seeing a Guinevere getting banned out. Now, this is interesting because Guinevere jungle is not always the first pick priority for any of the teams. Exactly what I was talking about. She is more of a second or third priority, because these days the first priority is obviously stuff like the Akai, the Balman, the Ling, the Harley, the even the Yasuchen to a certain extent. But this time around, as far as we can see, Void Titans will be immediately getting on to that Paqueto, and that's a pretty decent pick for them. While STR will be going in for their comfort picks, a Grok first pick along with the Phovius. Phovius is good here, I agree, against the Paquito, but then the Grok is one of those heroes which can be banned out easily by now.
Definitely. The counters that we are talking about are already here, the Poquito and the Fovius. Now, with these kind of picks right here, for the Paquito, his only main goal is to clear the lanes and join up to the team fights, or possibly go for an invade if the lane is in his favor. But at the same time, you can expect the same from a Phobius, but a little slower, so he might not be on time. But talking about the Grog, though, set maker, it's going to be really good. Now, for the side of Team Void Titans, they need to pick something that has range or will be working on the mobility. And talking about that, the Berkshire Jungle sets in here, and there you go. You know, when you see a jungle, tank jungle, the Eve is a must pick. And STR also going in with a carry.
Indeed, the cherry pick, I feel like it's good. It's fine, okay, against the Paquito and whatever goal laner comes up from the side of White Titans, even against the Baxia to a certain extent. She is good, but she is going to get so poked out by the Eve, and then there's going to be, of course, something like on towards the goal side. What can we see? The Claude is getting taken out, means the Harith might also be taken out, so we'll probably be seeing the Moscow, or we might be seeing the Nathan or the Beatrix or even Hanabi these days. If people just pick her up out of nowhere. So obviously, STR needs to be a bit careful because there's the Baxia that's going to be jumping in, there's the Paquito who can flicker and kill her, and of course there's the RWM and the Yi for skill poke that's going to be annoying her so much in towards the team fights. Fanny gets taken out by the side of Void Titans, quite possibly a respect ban for the side of STR. Well, STR will be targeting down another goal laner. Hopefully, the Harith could be taken out, or it could be the Moskov that's getting taken out. But okay, fine. Misread on that. The Matilda is actually a pretty decent ban because Matilda Baxia, who doesn't know about that combo?
Definitely one of the OG combos we have seen right from the days where Bakshia was in meta, but really good to see that those kind of heroes, the nostalgia is definitely coming back. But at what cost? Look at the assassins being suffering by that. In my opinion, like if you are very good at one of your assassins, you can still play it against the tank jungle, but it takes a lot to actually do it because talking about fairness when it comes to the neutral objectives such as the turtle as well as the lord, the tank jungle might be having an easier time getting in than an assassin, where the team will have to follow up with the assassin trying to pave the way as well. But talking about the bans, Zushin banned out very late. Even though the Zushin was banned or not, I feel like that is kind of a waste ban for me.
Indeed, because yeah, who would even pick Jushin in a draft against the Paquito and Abaxia, right? Like you could possibly have managed with the older Jushin, but now since only her damage is a little bit increased as compared to the devastating mana nerf that she has received, the Valir looks like a far better option, and that's exactly what we're getting to see. And the Valir can actually counter the ruling wheels coming in from the Baxia as well. So definitely a good pick coming in from the side of STR. It would also provide the carry with a lot of space. The Void Titans, meanwhile, Moskov, as predicted, and the last pick for them, the Roamer, they could go in for something like the Minotaur, maybe if they wanted to for the extra heal, but fine. They decide to go in for the Hylos along with the Yi. That's also a very classic combination for the mid lane.
Understandable. Valir, I felt like that should have been a ban right there, but it's okay. That's going to be a little bit annoying right here, and I'm kind of curious to see how the teams are going to target the Valir, who does have the Purify on his ult. Then there's the knockback effect on with his second skill as well. So that is definitely a lot of self defense mechanism. But at the same time, there are vulnerable moments that could be working out very well. But for Void Titans, the draft is definitely looking good. They have the slows, they have the damage. Early game, it is kind of into the hands of Paquito as well as the Eve. But talking about the late, that's going to be the Moscow. And comparing that to STR, pairing it up with such a good jungler. This is what I was talking about. If you know your assassin well, you can play it against the tank jungle, and you are witnessing that. So let's see if Team STR can get this or not. draft from their side as well, very good.
And that's what. And as far as we can see, it's looking like two pretty decent drafts from both the teams. And I feel like the comfort is going to be mattering more for either of the teams in this situation. And I feel like STR might be more comfortable for that carry pick. And Void Titans are the ones who will be, you know, the ones facing a little bit of more issues towards their draft, because I feel like they kind of force the meta instead of their comfort. So maybe we'll see a pretty good match up this game, and it could possibly go in for a long time if either of the marksmen kept making mistakes. But if not, I feel like this should be a fun match anyway. And look at that, we are into the land of Dawn, Peachy.
Let's go. This is going to be the second match of the day. STR versus Void Titans. The upper brackets, and top of that, it is best of one series. So only one chance onto their hands to prove that they are a team who can be sitting at the top 8. With that, into the middle lane, there's going to be the poke. And Sarah, with the new rotation that we are looking among the junglers, it kind of, the mages are kind of pushed back to not rotate much and rather try to go for the invade or poke them. There you go, Pahito really opening up the vision a bit. This is a little bit of a 1v1, but as early as level 2, not much that we are going to see.
Absolutely. And on towards the mid side, the Hylos will be facing a lot of issues as well, just because of the existence of that Valier. But oh, gold side, I told you the Moscow will be an issue for the carry, and that is exactly what is happening right now. And the carry definitely doesn't have as much early game as compared to that of the Moscow. The Moscow with the second skill, stun, the Spear of Misery. No, yeah, the Spear of Misery, exactly. That is the annoying factor. And he can also reposition himself pretty well thanks to his first skill, which Carry cannot. On towards the top side, it is obviously the Paquito who should be winning it out in the early phase, at least up until the Infernal Pursuit is online. And 4vs somehow reads into the engage that is going to be coming onto him and plays it out safe, goes right back into his tower, and will be waiting for his level 4. And now, Hylos, he is in danger, and Suyu doesn't go in for the engage with the Soul Sever and the Phantom Surge, and he is going to be waiting it out for Turtle.
Because of this kind of a rotation, the first blood is also pushed back. Look at that. That might be coming in, but Morpheus is trying to go into the back lanes as much as possible. Almost getting him, but onto the front lines. That is Brian taking away the turtle. Look at that. The Morpheus getting immobilized, but there's no one targeting him, but they are trying to go in for the tanks.
Wow.
Look, the tanks trying to play it out, but the main target was the Waleed, who was their first blood.
Indeed, that was an overextension coming in from the side of STR, and they should have just backed up once they lost out or towards the turtle, but that is not what they did. They went in for the engage thinking they can maybe find one, but instead they end up giving one as along with the turtle, which is a major setback towards the early game. But oh, okay, damage coming in from the side of Team Direct, and oh no, okay, that's going to be Baxia in danger, and he gets taken down immediately. The glorious pathway too. Peachy, carry on.
Let's see how the teams are trying to make sure that Suyu will be farming up. Team Team Direct STR have not gotten the first turtle. He was not even allowed near the river area, so that was definitely a lot of disadvantages right there. So far, the EXP laner, the Paquito, has been doing it very, very well. You have seen him making sure to target the back line and also dealing a good amount of damage towards the Valir as well. Bottom lane, the pressure is actually riding high up. She is trying to go in, trying to give up the vision, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Oh, there's the Phobius who's trying to jump up, trying to get the damage in, but no, he does get caught on. There comes another member, just a finishing shot, and he gets the kill. That's going to be Junjun bottom lane. I think Grok overextending his wave, Tectonic Charge. He is just making it as a defensive play.
Exactly, because if the Moscow gets even a slight bit of early game kills, then it's going to be very bad for the side of seeing the Requiem. And honestly speaking, they did lose out onto the first turtle. They did give away the first blood, and then the Void Titans are actually putting in so much pressure onto us, the EXP side. So obviously the Paquito will pose a threat to the side of STR, and he is bursting the people down quite well. Bastion is waiting it out to Red Tree. No, Suyo will be getting it out this time. RWM to log the down. SOD is going to be connecting onto the backside. Moskov tries to go in for the engage this time around. And Suyo dashes out of range, but somehow, even after missing the turtle, Team Void Titans are still in the lead.
Definitely on the lead. Look at them as of now. Talking about the carry as well, who is farming up silently. She has not made any way so far. But bottom lane, Phobius, what an unlucky day for him, and he will be taken down as well. The team STR really came in for such a late Phobius as well as Junjul. Look at that, almost a 1v2 situation into the hands of X Nox. Really played it up very well, and this kind of a farm is going to be really good for the late game.
That's what I told you, right? The carry, I knew it was a comfort pick when he locked it in so comfortably into the first 3 picks. And that is exactly what he is showing. He almost won out a 1v2 against the Paquito and the Eve, especially because the Paquito was low and carry managed to catch him off guard when he was trying to rotate back towards his lane from the turtle, and that's exactly what Void Titans should be watching out for, because their late game is heavily based on the Moskov. But if the carry gets a heavy melt onto the Hylos as well as the Baxia, then Moskov alone wouldn't be able to keep up against the Phobius, and then the Grok, and then the Valir, and then the Suyo all together, and that is going to be creating a lot of issues for the side of Void Titans as well as STR, and both the teams have to play it out strategically.
Let's see so far what we are getting into the mid lane. There's a lot of pressure. Tectonic Tug right on point. Lion now gets to flick us out of the way. Look at the slow from the Lion. That was X-Rogue in between, and Team Void Titans in for a turtle.
I told you, and that is the mistake. The RWM and the Glorious Pathway together are absolutely invincible. Suyo tried to go in for the Retribution Steal, but I think he tried a little too late, and that was the issue. Otherwise, he possibly could have contested the Retribution, because the other members of Void Titans weren't really keen and focused on him. But Carry did manage to trade off a tower towards the bottom lane, which is a decent trade as far as number of towers are concerned, and Carry would actually be leading because of it. And the Grok this time around trying to mark down the Baxia, but no use, because the members of the side of Team Void Titans are present and immediately will respond for any engage that the side of STR take for now.
Let's see though, given the fact that the team is really moving in quite fast, talking about Void Titans, they are very good with their kills. They are very good at cornering any members from their opponents, but at the same time they need to open up the turrets. They are letting the carry farm, which may cost them a lot as well. Bottom lane taken down. That's going to be Lion August, and with that the team is looking forward for more. I really love how they left Morpheus to deal with Nox, while the Nox is left without any support. So STR, come on, your carry needs a bit of a support. Oh, she does get a bit of a stun, and Junjun though really confident that they are gonna win.
That's what he is confident for that. And you know what? It's like whenever the carry is trying to getting into the opposite lane as the Paquito, they are not letting her do that. They are managing to spot her out as to which lane she is going, and they're sending Morpheus to that exact lane so that the Moskov can get a free leverage into rotating the other opposite lane and push it out like he did with the bottom lane. And high losses, of course, omnipresent, providing the space and vision which his team needs, especially to the Moskov, as the Moskov is one of those heroes who loves to play on split and then use up the SOD to just go in for the engages whenever it breaks out.
Let's see. Mid lane, once again, the teams are looking forward to open it up, but at the same time, the Lord is here. Now with the Lord, this is going to be the first Lord, so you do have a chance to wipe out at least 3 to 4 turrets and at least try to go towards the inhibitor. So that is something I really like to see with the first Lord. Very few teams we know takes away the inhibitor. It does take a bit of a minion management while you need a bit of a distraction as well. Brian takes away the Lord with no, a bit of an invader, no, not even a bit of contest right there. Lords, it just jumps in quite fast though, Sarah.
That's the thing, and you know what, the Moscow, at this point, I think he has equal amount of farm as the carry, and the carry still on a 0-0-0 is trying to melt down a Baxia, which is definitely not the best of decisions, and she doesn't have DHS, mind you, while the Moscow here is taking down the Suyo into the mid lane along with the tower. Look at how fearless he is onto that hero, just going in the middle of 3 people, perfectly sidestepping their skills with the first kill. And that kind of goes to say that even if it's not his comfort, possibly, like his comfort is probably the Claude as far as I can guess, he's still doing a pretty fantastic job no matter what the other hero's pick is. The carry, though, despite being on a comfort, isn't able to contribute to the team because of the fact that she is such a passive hero up until she gets 3 items, the Trinity plus sometimes the Malefic gun, especially the Malefic gun in this case, because she needs to maintain her range from these broadly dive in sustain based heroes.
My goodness. Void Titans are definitely not jumping into fights as much because they also understand that there is a lot of crowd control coming in from STR and that might just turn the tables for them. So they are trying to bait it out. And while they are trying to bait it out, Team STR also are trying to not get baited so badly. Look at them. They have lost every single turret except the inhibitor. So they are accepting that it is okay to lose it, but at the same time, they are playing the most passivist game right there. They're trying to take it slow. I get it that you want to take the game towards the late game. You're trying to give Nox the farm as well, but giving out so less farm and dragging it away to the late and giving away so much farm to Void Titans might not be the answer. Look at the map presence coming in from Shi. He's just there, omnipresent. He's just making sure to leave nothing open, so there could be a flank as well. For now, the minions are jumping in. The team have decided to freeze the lanes. Understandable, that's the decision Void Titans can take so far.
That's the thing, and and for now, 6-1 scoreline. This really does remind me of the international matches and the things that go on in other servers, because these are the kind of kill counts we see in professional matches too. 6-1, 4-1, or maybe, just being there for those engages, because the entire game is so macro based in the international scene, and that is somewhat these two teams are showing as well. They are showing us discipline, good rotation and its execution, a very decent drop from both the teams, and somehow the kills aren't exactly brawl based either. But look at that, a setup coming in from the Fovius, trying to get some leverage into that fight, but he can't as Moskov secures a double. He's now going in for the backline. Paquito flickers in, gets his the triple kill. They're trying to get the Maniac, but Moskov decides to back off, and so do the rest, because they know with 3 dead, they can easily push in with the Lord that's going to be coming in just a few seconds. The mid lane has a very heavy double cannon minion wave coming in from the mid side, and Baxia is all ready to engage, and they go in. Moscow melting them down. They find the inhibitor immediately from the mid side, the most important inhibitor, and now they're targeting up the top side. A whole wave plus the Lord. No tower passive to save the side of seeing the Requiem. PG, how will this end?
Oh, not liking how they have racked up to 10 kills. The members are still slowly recovering of what they have lost. In the wreck, the Lord still right there. Nox, He's gonna get targeted. Brian, he tries to go into the back lane. Takes Rome onto the front lane. He's trying to buy some time. There goes Junjun with the kill. He's trying to go in for more. Lionel gets so much farm onto his head. There goes the Suyu as well. The base is kind of open. They're trying to clear out the minions as quickly as possible. Phobius jumps into the back line, but that's a monster kill. The base is wide open, and Void Titans take the chance with that, and that is a victory onto their hands.
Beautiful, beautiful gameplay coming in from the side of Team Void Titans as they cinch their slot into the top 8 alongside Shadow Esports. The competition gets harder from here, but these people definitely showed why they are part of that competition. And this is definitely a very good set of matches that happened so far. Game 1, Game 2, both a slight bit, one-sided, because if you take a look at these fights from the early game itself, it felt like it was going to be very brawly because they went in for the invade, lost one, got one. But as the moments progressed, the Suyo went in for a kill onto the top. The Baxia went in for a kill on towards the top. Onto the bottom side, the Moscow was constantly winning his lane, and of course the Paquita was roaming all over the map, just picking out onto the enemy mid laner and goal laner, and that made a hell lot of difference for the side of Team Void Titans. And that is exactly why they won.
Oh my goodness. What a match. Like, no chance was given onto the side of Team STR to make a comeback. No chance was given for them to, a bit of an opening. Also, Team Void Titans did not give it out, which is really good. They played it very well with the draft as well. Even at the very last moment, there were so many members jumping in trying to buy out the time, but it was not in their favor. And getting a top 8 spot, that is going to be Void Titans. Lion August gets the MVP with a score of 6-0-4. Crazy though, that to a Moscow with just 14 minutes into the game.
That's what, and 13-1 score line. Of course, the Moscow is on the MVP carry despite being 0-0-0 practically entire game. Couldn't find the damage output which he would have wanted otherwise had he been alive. But that is it for this match, ladies and gentlemen. We can see the damage stats too, of course, so we can take a look at them. But for now, PG, I think that's it for game number 2, and as long as you stay tuned to the channel, we'll be back with game number 3 very soon.
Does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis boulder. I feel like they're rushing that item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
Queen's
Atlas
Wings is gonna be able
Alafu?
to save him out. Lord spawned in. Guinevere, I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's going to be the Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer. And this might be over for the side of Ice White Shut. They lose their main DPS. And right now, Purple Haze, he also gets knocked. And finally, Bruda gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in. And here comes the Zushin. God is taken away.
Lion melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage. Way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever, but with this the Muddle also goes in, the circling eagle comes out, uses it up just to move behind. With this the Arlord also trying to defend, a lot of damage onto the base, but look at that, finally Abyss gets caught off guard, gets taken down, a double kill, a triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic Gosh, as well as the Zaman Forest. They were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for them. As the game goes late, I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the Paquito with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as Vices gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even they know, even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. There will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Ishinshin gonna get the payday. Got the veteran. As well as it will be a savage. But Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. but it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown from
Just
one
Aura
down.
walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the plot already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
Is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air, but Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness, a little bit of overextension will be punishing. And now we receive
Mid-tier is
Koto
about to
double on.
get busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. Not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. Look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the ball proper goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Lincoln Park. Bazooka fire! Double kill Krolo! Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all the way? But that will be another stun coming in. Baksha is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Cracking. Cracking. cracking.
well. नमस्ते दोस्तों, आज हम वापस आ चुके हैं तीसरे मैच के तरफ एंड तीसरे मैच में इंटरेस्टिंग सा टीम्स बनी हुई है। आज हम देखने वाले हैं लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्सेस मेगाट्रॉन एंड इसी के साथ मैं आपका खास स्पीच आज मेरे साथ बने हुए हैं डी किंग। हेलो, आप कैसे हो? लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया यार। अभी तो ठीक ठाक ही हूँ। तो आज यार हुक गेमिंग शोडाउन में आ चुके हैं हम, अपर ब्रैकेट राउंड ऑफ 16 डे 4, और आज का ये थर्ड गेम है। दोनों टीम जो है आमने सामने आएंगे अभी कुछ ही टाइमों में। तो लिक्विफाइड ई स्पोर्ट्स है एक साइड पे, लेफ्ट साइड पे आई थिंक होगा, और राइट साइड पे आई थिंक टीम मेगाट्रॉन। तो मैंने शायद से मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स जो है उनका गेम पहले भी देखा है। बहुत अच्छा खासा गेम प्ले उनकी तरफ से आता है, तो देखते हैं यार क्या होता है। वैसे लिक्विफाइड ई स्पोर्ट्स जो है उनका गेम मैंने नहीं देखा अभी तक, तो क्या लगता है पीछे तुमको कि क्या होने वाला है इस गेम में ओवरऑल?
जितना हमें याद है मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स थोड़ा बहुत लाइनअप चेंजेस भी हुए थे, तो आई एम काइंड ऑफ क्यूरियस कि नए लाइनअप पे तो कौन-कौन है, बट लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स भी कोई कम नहीं। वो हमारे प्रिय मित्र जेफ का टीम है, तो आई एम आल्सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड कि कैसे उनका जाएगा मैच। बट इसी के साथ मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में थोड़ी बहुत बात करें तो उनका मेज हमेशा की तरह बहुत स्ट्रांग थे, तो ये टाइम पे भी अराउंड आई थिंक थोड़े बहुत टारगेट बैन से देखने मिल सकते हैं। फर्स्ट पिक मिल चुका है टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स, सो मेगाट्रॉन के पास अभी चांस है 2 हीरो अच्छा वाला हीरो ले सकते हैं, बट टारगेट बैन इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट। अभी के जो हम मेटा के बारे में बात करें, इट इज़ लाइक 70% टैंक जंगल एंड 30% असैसिन। जो काफ़ी अच्छा असैसिन खेलते हैं, वो अपना असैसिन पूरी तरह से नहीं छोड़ना चाहते। एंड इसी के साथ चलिए ड्राफ्ट की तरह।
जी हाँ, ड्राफ्ट की तरफ हम लोग आ चुके हैं। बैन लिस्ट पे चलिए यार। बैन लिस्ट पे जो लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स है उनकी तरफ से आज बैन किया गया है पकीटो को। तो पकीटो चलिए यार बैन हो चुका है। आई थिंक पकीटो एज अ ईएक्सपी बहुत बढ़िया जा सकते हैं, और उसके साथ साथ एज अ हाइपर भी बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से आ सकते हैं। तो चलिए पकीटो को जो है इस टाइम पे बैन किया गया है। मेगाटॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स बैन करेंगे इस टाइम पे, क्योंकि फर्स्ट पिक जो है वो टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से है, तो डेफिनेटली एक बढ़िया बैन करने की कोशिश करेंगे। और चलिए इस टाइम पे जो है यूटिलिटी जंगलर बाक्शिया को जो है वो बैन किया गया है पीछे।
अंडरस्टैंडेबल। यहाँ पर फर्स्ट पिक ऐसा पाक्शिया ऑल्सो वर्क्स आउट वेरी वेल, सो यहाँ पर बैन डेफिनेटली किया गया है। बट अगर बाक्शिया बैन है तो अकाई फिर भी ओपन है, तो मे बी अकाई टीम लेना चाहती है। देखते हैं अगर वो बैन होती है या नहीं। लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से हमें देखने मिला है कि एटलस बैन हुआ है, तो मतलब बेलेरिक उनके हाथ पे होने का चांसेस ज़्यादा है। इसी के साथ जूशन भी बैन एंड एक लास्ट बैन। आपको क्या लगता है डी किंग?
चलिए इस टाइम पे जो मुझे लग रहा है कि देखो एक बढ़िया सा मेज बैन या फिर एक असैसिन बैन डेफिनेटली आ सकता है। बट चलिए इस टाइम पे जो है फ्रेया को बैन किया गया है। फ्रेया गोल्ड लेन डेफिनेटली जा सकते हैं, और उसके साथ साथ ईएक्सपी एंड हाइपर में भी आ सकते हैं। तो चलिए फ्रेया एक अच्छा खासा बैन मैं कहूंगा टीम मेगाटॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से। और चलिए इस टाइम पे काय आता हुआ, काय आ चुका है टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स के हाथों में, और आई थिंक काय से आज हाइपर हमें देखने को मिलेगा।
100% वही बात बनी ना कि अगर यहाँ पर बाक्शिया बैन होती तो अकाई जैसे हीरोज या फ्रेडरन जैसे हीरोज ओपन रह जाते हैं एंड टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स लेते हुए यहाँ पर दिखाना चाहते हैं कि टैंक जंगल ही होना चाहिए। एक बात है कि ये बेस्ट ऑफ 1 सीरीज है, वो भी टॉप 8 के लिए, तो एक ही चांस यहाँ पर मिलेगा टीम्स को परफॉर्म करने को और दिखाने को कि वो टॉप 8 के लिए ही बने हुए हैं। बट इसी के साथ ओके, नाइस पिक्स कमिंग इन। मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स गॉड लेने के साथ उन्होंने मटिल्डा भी लिया है, तो उन्हें उन्हें भी टैंक जंगल ही चाहिए। क्या यहाँ पर हमें फ्रेडरिन देखने मिलेगा?
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली आ सकता है, चांसेस तो डेफिनेटली है, बट चलिए मैं बोलना चाहूंगा गॉड आ चुका है। तो टीम लिक्विड फायर स्पोर्ट्स जितना ज्यादा टैंकी करेंगे उतना ज्यादा खतरा होगा इस टाइम पे, क्योंकि गॉड बहुत बढ़िया चल रहा है आजकल, बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से मेल्ट डाउन कर रहे हैं, और जो डैमेज गॉड की तरफ से आ रहा है वो काफी लाजवाब है। तो चलिए गॉड का पिक हो चुका है, और उसी के साथ साथ स्किल गैप जो है वो यूजोंग की तरफ जाना पसंद करेंगे, और एक स्कर्ल जो है वो पिक कर लेंगे इस टाइम पे मॉस्कॉप। तो मॉस्कॉप एंड यूजोंग दोनों पिक हो चुके हैं टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से। अभी देखना वाली बात यह है कि टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स क्या पिक करते हैं इस टाइम पे। ऑप्शन में बहुत कुछ ओपन है, गोल्ड लेन में भी जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि देखो यार मॉस्कॉप पिक हो चुका है, तो आप गोल्डन डेफिनेटली पिक कर सकते हो इस टाइम पे। तो देखते हैं यार टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट इस टाइम पे क्या पिक करते हैं। तो क्या लगता है टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स क्या पिक करना पसंद करेंगे इस टाइम पे?
मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स EXP लेना ले सकता है यहाँ पर। आर्लेट जैसे हीरोज टैंक जंगल के साथ काफ़ी अच्छा सपोर्ट बना रहता है, तो मे बी वैसे काइंड ऑफ अ हीरो देखने मिले तो डेफिनेटली अच्छा होगा। बट अभी हमें देखना पड़ेगा क्या लेंगे। ओह, जैसे बात किया फ्रेडरिन, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पर EXP लेते हैं तो लिक्विड फायर डेफिनेटली वहाँ पर जाके अब सेकंड बैन फेज में जाके फ्रेडरिन बैन कर लेते, तो वही नहीं करने के लिए बैन मिल चुका है। अभी वापस बैन की तरफ बढ़ते हुए मेज टारगेट होंगे फॉर लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट, एंड उसी के साथ एक टैंक भी टारगेट होंगे। टैंक के बारे में बात करें तो मे बी बेलेरिक कुड वर्क आउट वेरी वेल। बैकलेन विद अ फ्लिकर कैन जंप कर सकते हैं, बट जैसे मैंने बोला कि कोई भी टैंक जंगल हो, ईव काफी पसंद करते हैं लोग, तो ईव टारगेट होते हुए क्या यहाँ पर लिलिया भी टारगेट होगी डी किंग?
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली बैन में डेफिनेटली मेजेस आने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है। देखिए ईव बैन हो चुका है, तो डेफिनेटली मेज बैन आने वाला है। मुझे लग रहा है कि मेज ही बैन होगा, क्योंकि मेज बैन करना जरूरी है इस टाइम पे। ईव डेफिनेटली एक अच्छा खासा बैन, आई थिंक फारसा का बैन भी आ सकता है, चांसेस लग रहे हैं मुझे। बट चलिए टैंक को बैन किया गया इस टाइम पे। आई थिंक खलीद एज अ रोम अगर आते आते होंगे तो आई थिंक दिक्कत हो सकता था गॉड के लिए, फेडविन के लिए भी। तो चलिए खालिद को इस टाइम पे उड़ाया गया है। दूसरे साइड पे टीम लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स की मैं बात करूं तो उन्होंने जो है बैक टू बैक MM को बैन किया है, एक बार क्लॉड को किया है, दूसरे टाइम पे जो है कैरी को बैन किया गया है। तो कैरी एंड क्लॉड दोनों ही टैंक किलर माने जाते हैं। तो क्या हमें लिक्विड फायर ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से और ज्यादा टैंक की पिक्स देखने को मिलेंगे?
ओह, चांसेस तो है, चांसेस तो बड़ी है, क्योंकि अभी भी यहाँ पर बैन्स ही जस्ट हुआ है, एंड इसी के साथ पिक्स आने वाला है। ओह, आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग एन आर्लेट एज अ पिक राइट है, बट कोई बात नहीं। इवन एज लापू लापू काफ़ी अच्छा हीरो है। यहाँ पर बैक लिंक्स टारगेट होने से क्या वो बच पाएंगे या नहीं देखना पड़ेगा। बट इसी के साथ क्या लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स लेना चाहती है यहाँ पर? मेज चाहिए, मेज में अगर यहाँ पर लिलिया ले रहे तो मे बी अच्छा होगा, या वलीर भी इज़ अ वेरी गुड ऑप्शन। सो चलिए क्या यहाँ पर वलीर देखने मिलेगा। एंड मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में बात करें तो मार्क्समैन मे बी बीट्रिक्स।
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली जो है वलीर का पिक हो चुका है, और उसके साथ साथ हाईलॉस भी आ चुका है। बाकी मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि क्लिंट भी आ सकता है। बेटिक्स डेफिनेटली एक अच्छा पिक होने वाला है मॉस्को के अगेंस्ट। तो देखते हैं यार क्या पिक होता है। लास्ट पिक इस गेम का एज अ गोल्ड लेन टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स क्या पिक करना पसंद करेंगे। बाकी मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि अकाई है इनके पास, टीम लिक्विड फायर स्पोर्ट्स के पास अकाई है, हाइलॉस है, उनके साथ साथ ड्रैगन भी है, और वलीर भी है। एक अच्छा खासा टैंक की टीम बनाया है, क्योंकि देखो वलीर को मारना भी बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल होता है। अगर वलीर इमॉर्टलिटी के साथ जाता है, एक और डिफेंस आइटम उठाता है, तो मुश्किल रहता है बहुत ज्यादा खत्म करने में। तो चलिए इस टाइम पे टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स ब्रूनो के साथ जाना पसंद करेंगे। तो ब्रूनो डेफिनेटली आ चुका है टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई स्पोर्ट्स के हाथों में, और उसके साथ साथ गॉड है उनके टीम में फेडरिन है, उनकी टीम में लापू लापू है। तो डेफिनेटली इनका टीम भी बहुत ज़्यादा टैंकी होने वाला है और उसके साथ-साथ टैंक किलर भी टीम उन्होंने बनाया है। तो डेफिनेटली मैच के ऊपर हम लोग जाएँगे, बट उसके पहले पीछे मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि अर्ली गेम कौन-सा टीम ज़्यादा डोमिनेट करने वाली है? क्या लगता है तुम्हें ड्राफ्टिंग देख के?
हो डोमिनेशन के बारे में बात करें तो लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स अर्ली गेम उनका थोड़ा बहुत है, बट गॉड के बारे में भी बात करें तो उनका भी लेन क्लियरेंस काफ़ी अच्छा है। यहाँ पर उन्हें थोड़ा बहुत संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा, बट मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स विद अ फ्रेडरिन जंगल ईज़िली अपना सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हो सकते हैं। अकाई का भी सेम हालत है यहाँ पर अगर कंपेयर भी करेंगे तो, बट एक वही दिक्कत है कि थोड़ा बहुत टीम डिपेंडेंट है क्योंकि अकाई के पास पूरी डैमेज नहीं है। एंड इसी के साथ चलिए लैंड ऑफ डॉन की तरह ये होने वाली है बेस्ट ऑफ वन सीरीज लिक्विड फायर वर्सेस टीम मेगाट्रॉन। यहाँ पर देखने वाली मैच है यहाँ पर, सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन हमारे साथ बने रहिए।
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली अच्छा खासा फाइट हमें इस गेम में देखने को मिलेगा। तो चलिए गॉड एंड मथिल्डा मिड लेन की तरफ जाते हुए, हाइलॉस एंड वलीद पहले से उधर मौजूद है और काय जो है अपना रेड बफ से शुरू करेंगे और दूसरे साइड पे फेडरिन जो है वो भी अपना ब्लू बफ की साइड से शुरू करेंगे। तो इस साइड पे मॉस्को वर्सेस ब्रूनो का तगड़ा फाइट हमें देखने को मिलेगा। बाकी देखते हैं यार फर्स्ट ब्लड जो है कौन से लेन में हमें देखने को मिलता है, टॉप लेन, बॉटम लेन या फिर मिड लेन के ऊपर। मिड लेन के ऊपर आजकल हमें अच्छा खासा जो है फाइट देखने को मिलता है अर्ली गेम में, बट बाकी देखते हैं इस टाइम पे काय घात लगाए बैठे हुए हैं इस टाइम पे। आई थिंक ओ रेट्रिब्यूशन का इस्तेमाल अर्ली गेम में ही जो है बफ को चुराया गया है। तो बढ़िया टैक्टिस आता हुआ टीम लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से, अच्छा खासा मैं बोलूंगा इन्वेड कामयाब रहे उस टाइम पे, सीधा गए रेट्री का इस्तेमाल किया और जो है ब्लू बफ जो है उस टाइम पे सिक्योर कर लिया काय ने। तो बढ़िया मोमेंटम बनाते हुए टीम लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स अर्ली गेम में ही। तो देखते हैं यार टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स इसके बदले में इसका जो जवाब है वो कैसे देती है इस टाइम पे। डेफिनेटली नजर रहेगा फेडरिन के ऊपर, डेफिनेटली नजर रहेगा गॉड के ऊपर भी। तो चलिए अच्छा खासा मेल्ट डाउन करने की कोशिश टॉप लेन की तरफ नजर मारेंगे थोड़ा सा और देखेंगे लापू लापू एंड ड्रैगन के बीच में कैसा फाइट चल रहा है। तो इनका फाइट तो बहुत टाइम लंबा चलेगा क्योंकि अर्ली गेम है और एक दूसरे को मारना मुश्किल रहेगा थोड़ा सा।
डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर फार्म चोरी करते हुए थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज मिलेगा, तो वो देखना पड़ेगा ये एडवांटेज लेके अखाई का सेट कैसे आने वाला है। टर्टल काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट होगा क्योंकि फर्स्ट टर्टल है एंड जो भी टीम लेती है वो मार्क्समैन को सीधा बूस्ट मिलता है, आइटम्स इजीली ले सकते हैं एंड थोड़ा सा एज भी मिल सकता है कि ये देखिए थोड़ा बहुत स्टन और टॉन्ट आते हुए।
ये डेफिनेटली फाइट इधर हमें देखने को मिलेगा और फर्स्ट ब्लड लगा चुके हैं इस टाइम पे फेडरिन, किल सिक्योर करेंगे। गॉड का अल्टी थोड़ा सा डेंजरस पोजीशन पे था, डेफिनेटली खत्म कर सकते थे उधर वलीर को, बट हाइलॉस को भी खत्म किया जाएगा। टर्टल सिक्योर क्या कर पाएंगे काय? जी हाँ, इस टाइम पे जो है टर्टल को सिक्योर करेंगे। मॉस्को का अल्टीमेट ठीक से लगा नहीं, अगर लगता तो थोड़ा सा दिक्कत डेफिनेटली दे सकते थे वो। और चलिए 1-2 स्कोर लाइन, सॉरी 4-2 का स्कोर लाइन हो चुका है इस टाइम पे, आई थिंक 1-2 का स्कोर लाइन हुआ है। तो डेफिनेटली एक अच्छा खासा फाइट हमें देखने को मिला है दोनों ही टीम की तरफ से और पहला जो टर्टल है वो टीम लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स को मिलता हुआ। फार्म डिफरेंस की मैं बात करूं ज्यादा अंतर नहीं है, टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स 100 गोल्ड ही आगे है, तो डेफिनेटली ये उतना ज्यादा मायने नहीं रखेगा, बट देखते हैं कि आगे आगे होता है क्या। इधर एक किल डेफिनेटली निकल सकते थे बट टावर के अंदर जाना पसंद करेंगे। इस टाइम पे ब्रूनो को दबोचा गया है, बढ़िया फ्लिकर का इस्तेमाल और बचेंगे डेफिनेटली और वापस उनका टीम का बैकअप भी आ चुका है। क्या हमें इधर एक बढ़िया फाइट देखने को मिलेगा? जी हाँ, बढ़िया फाइट देखने को मिलेगा डेफिनेटली। और चलिए फेडरिन को डाउन किया गया है और डाउन किया गया है मथिल्डा को भी। ये काय बैक टू बैक किल करेंगे, मॉस्को क्या किल सिक्योर कर पाएंगे इस टाइम पे, बट ब्रूनो का अच्छा खासा डैमेज आता हुआ अर्ली गेम से ही 3-2 का स्कोर लाइन हो चुका है। लापू लापू है न्यूज़ोंग भी गैंग में पार्टिसिपेट करने आए थे, बट चलिए गैंग अभी थोड़ा सा हल्का हुआ है और टीम आई थिंक दोनों ही टीम अभी इंतजार करेंगे नेक्स्ट टर्टल के ऊपर, क्योंकि 40 सेकंड्स के आसपास आई थिंक डेफिनेटली नेक्स्ट टर्टल आने वाला है, तो टर्टल के ऊपर नजर रहेगा दोनों ही टीम का।
डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर जैसे हम देखें कि न्यूट्रल ऑब्जेक्टिव भी काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। बॉटम लेन पे थोड़ा बहुत खतरा ब्रूनो के लिए, ये देखिए पिन डाउन करते हुए, इनके पास अभी फ्लिकर भी नहीं है एंड बॉटम लेन पे ओके राइजल के हाथ में चले जाता है। ओके वेट अ मिनट, मे बी यहाँ पर एक किल मिल सकता है क्योंकि मथिल्डा जो है उनके पास काफ़ी बफ अच्छा है। माय गुडनेस, अकाई मिकू क्या ही एचपी के साथ बच के निकल गए। यहाँ पर टीम लिक्विड फायर को अभी अच्छे तरह से उन्हें फार्म मिल रहा है अगेंस्ट मेगाट्रॉन। डेफिनेटली लुकिंग क्वाइट गुड। मे बी सेकेंड टर्टल आ चुका है, थोड़ा बहुत लेट होंगे एंड अखाई 50% ऑफ एचपी नहीं होने के बाद भी आई थिंक थोड़ा बहुत चांस होगा। ओ कल भी मिड लेन पे
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली फाइट शुरू हो चुका है टर्टल के ऊपर। फाइट और लापू लापू इस टाइम पे टर्टल को सिक्योर करेंगे अपने टीम में मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स के लिए। और ड्रैगन सॉरी इस टाइम पे अकाई को डाउन किया गया है। ब्रूनो अच्छा खासा डैमेज डेफिनेटली दे रहे हैं, बट क्या किल सिक्योर कर पाएंगे ये देखने वाली बात है। 5-6 का स्कोर लाइन। टीम मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स 800 गोल्ड लीड में है इस टाइम पर। मॉस्को को पूरा मौका मिल चुका है टावर पुश करने का, क्योंकि अच्छा खासा मौका है उनके पास ये टावर लेने का। चलिए लापू लापू इस टाइम पे डिफेंड करने आएंगे जरूर। और चलिए फार्म वापस से इक्वल तो नहीं हुआ है, बट ब्रूनो के पास भी मौका है इस फाइट पे। टावर पहला टावर आई थिंक इस गेम का ब्रूनो निकालने में सक्षम रहेंगे। और 5-6 का स्कोर लाइन हो चुका है। टीम मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स पहला जो टावर है वो निकालने में सक्षम हो चुके हैं। तो देखते हैं गेम कैसा बनता है। मिड लेन के ऊपर थोड़ा सा प्रेशर करने की कोशिश है, बफ चुराने की कोशिश है। टीम आएंगे जरूर, हाई लॉस विजन देंगे, दिक्कत डेफिनेटली हो सकता है। मॉस्कोव है, मॉस्कोव क्या किल सिक्योर करेंगे? जी हाँ, हाई लॉस जो इस टाइम पे लापू लापू का किल सिक्योर करेंगे। बचना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल रहेगा, बट ब्रूनो का बैकअप है, मथिल्डा का बैकअप है, तो डेफिनेटली बच जाएंगे वहां से। 6-6 का स्कोर लाइन, इक्वल गेम प्ले चल रहा है, बट फार्म में लगभग 1K गोल्ड का लीड है इस टाइम पे टीम मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स का। तो एक टावर जो है टीम मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स के पास है और गोल्ड 1K का लीड भी है उनके पास। आई थिंक इस टाइम पे टीम लिक्विड फायर मॉस्को फर्स्ट टावर निकालेंगे अपने टीम के लिए। तो टावर के मामले में भी पेची इक्वल हो चुके हैं दोनों टीम।
डेफिनेटली एंड जैसे हम देख रहे हैं दोनों टीम का रोटेशन काफी सिमिलर लगा, बट लिक्विड फायर बॉटम लेन पे ब्रूनो को टारगेट करने के लिए काफी फास्ट है। चलिए मिड लेन देखते हैं अगर यहाँ पर टारगेट होता है नहीं। अब ओके हेवी स्पिन अखाई की तरफ से, बट मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स टैरेट के पीछे बैठे हुए थोड़ा बहुत बेट करने के लिए सब स्किल्स यूज किया गया है, बट मोबिलिटी इतना है कि मेगाट्रॉन स्पोर्ट्स बच गए। एंड इसी के साथ टर्टल है और बिट ऑफ अ स्टन यूजोंग के लिए।
डेफिनेटली खतरा तो डेफिनेटली हो सकता है, बट चलिए अल्टीमेट का इस्तेमाल करते हुए बचेंगे। और मॉस्को अब इधर ब्रूनो को धराशायी करते हुए 4v4 का सिचुएशन है, बट 4v3 का सिचुएशन है, क्योंकि मॉस्को जो है टावर पुश करने में लगे हुए हैं। थोड़ा सा खतरा डेफिनेटली हाई लॉस को होगा, बट चलिए हाई लॉस भी बच जाएंगे वहां से। और मिड का टावर भी जो है वो भी डिफेंड कर लेंगे। 7-6 का स्कोर लाइन। टक्कर का गेम चल रहा है दोनों ही टीम के बीच। एक भी टीम छोड़ना नहीं चाहती है, जीतना है दोनों ही टीम को। तो देखते हैं यार क्या सीन बनता है, क्योंकि 90 सेकेंड्स के आसपास 1.5 मिनट के अंदर आई थिंक वापस से जो है लॉर्ड आने वाला है। तो पहला लॉर्ड के ऊपर नजर रहेगा। गॉड का बढ़िया अल्टीमेट, क्या काय को डाउन कर पाएंगे उस टाइम पे? ब्रूनो अच्छा खासा डैमेज दे रहे हैं पीछे से। ओ क्या डाउन होंगे हाई लॉस? जी हाँ, हाई लॉस को डाउन किया गया है। बहुत बढ़िया डैमेज दे रहे हैं इस टाइम पे ब्रूनो। काय डिफेंड करने आए जरूर हैं, बट चलिए डिफेंड करने में सक्षम भी रहेंगे। मॉस्को क्या आएंगे? जी हाँ, मॉस्को आ चुके हैं, नॉक बैक करेंगे जरूर, बट किल सिक्योर करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल रहेगा इस टाइम पे। 8-8 का स्कोर लाइन। टाइप ईयर पर डेफिनेटली बना चुके हैं गॉड, 2 किल लगा भी चुके हैं। तो आई थिंक जितना ज्यादा जो है स्काई का स्टैक बढ़ेगा उतना ज्यादा किल सिक्योरिटी मिलेगा गॉड को, क्योंकि गॉड है आपके पास। तो डेफिनेटली लेट गेम पे डेफिनेटली आप अच्छा खासा डैमेज डील करोगे और मेल्ट डाउन भी करोगे।
वो तो काफी जरूरत है यहाँ पर। जैसे ही लेट गेम जा रहा है पूरी की पूरी तरह से गेम मार्क्समैन के ऊपर हो जाएगी। एंड जैसे हम दोनों मार्क्समैन के देख रहे हैं, स्केलिंग मार्क्समैन है, तो मतलब जितना ज़्यादा आइटम तो कितना ज़्यादा फार्म दो तो उतना अच्छा ही परफॉर्म करेंगे। एज ऑफ नाउ ब्रूनो काफ़ी ज़्यादा टारगेटेड हो चुके हैं, वाइल काइमी को जो मॉस्को है थोड़ा बहुत सेफ खेल रहे हैं। ये गलत पोजिशन उनका, ये बचने के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं। हाई लॉस का हेल्प मांगते हुए रिवाइटलाइज है उनके पास। एंड यहाँ पर मथिल्डा से प्यूरिफाई आ चुका है। क्या ही सेव है हाई लॉस राइट ऑन टाइम।
अच्छा खासा गेम प्ले और इधर दबोचा गया है। आई थिंक ब्रूनो डेफिनेटली खत्म होंगे। जी गॉड को खत्म किया गया है, सॉरी माफ करना, गॉड को इस टाइम पे डाउन किया गया है। 9-8 का स्कोर लाइन। काय का बढ़िया मूव आता हुआ, बट इस टाइम पे डेफिनेटली मिड का टावर जो है वो निकालने की कोशिश करेंगे 9-8 का स्कोर लाइन हो चुका है। क्या टावर निकालेंगे इस टाइम पे? मॉस्कोव के ऊपर थोड़ा प्रेशर बनाने की कोशिश है। क्या मॉस्कोव डिफेंड करने आएंगे? जरूरत नहीं है इस टाइम पे, क्योंकि उनका टीम जो है लॉर्ड की तरफ है। लापू लापू विजन देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। फेडविन फाइट कर रहे हैं हाइलॉस के साथ। थोड़ा सा मुश्किल डेफिनेटली होने वाला है फेडविन को, क्योंकि उनका टीम का जो बैकअप है वो आने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा। क्या टीम लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स इस टाइम पे लॉर्ड को सिक्योर कर पाएंगे? देखने वाली बात है। लॉर्ड सिक्योर करते हुए इस टाइम पे, चलिए बॉस का बदला जो है लॉर्ड के साथ लिया गया है इस टाइम पे, और फेडविन ने अपने टीम के लिए लॉर्ड को सिक्योर किया है। बढ़िया मूव, और ब्रूनो का टावर ड्राइव करते हुए सिक्योर करेंगे काय का किल। 9-12 का स्कोर लाइन होता हुआ। तो पीछे मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि अर्ली गेम में जो ब्लू बफ लिया गया था उसका एकदम बढ़िया बदला ये था कि लॉर्ड ले लेंगे हम सबसे।
एंड डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर जैसे देख रहे हैं, माय गुडनेस, किल गैप को ही चांस नहीं मिला उनको बाहर भागने के लिए, इवन दो उनके पास अल्टीमेट था। एंड इसी के साथ टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स पूरी की पूरी तरह से मैप खोलते हुए, ये देखिए मिस्टिक गश काइमुक के ऊपर, एंड वो जैसे फ्लिकर मारना पड़ा एक लॉर्ड, जस्ट पहला लॉर्ड के साथ वो इनहिबिटर पहुंच गया। ये देखिए लॉर्ड एक बैंक के साथ मिडलिंग काफी खतरे पे।
यहाँ डेफिनेटली लॉर्ड को रोका गया है, बट मिनियंस का प्रेशर बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा इस टाइम पे, और मिनियंस का प्रेशर रोकना पड़ेगा क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा। चलिए हेविटेड टावर टॉप का वो भी निकाला गया है। आई थिंक प्रेशर जो है टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स के हाथों में है। गेम इस टाइम पे बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर क्रिएट कर चुके हैं। डाउन कर सकते हैं डेफिनेटली। जी हाँ, गॉड का अल्टीमेट लग चुका है। क्या वापस से जो है इस टाइम पे ड्रैगन को डाउन किया गया, और वापस से काय को भी डाउन किया गया है। मॉस्कोव क्या उतना बढ़िया तरीके से डैमेज डील कर पाएंगे? अगर टावर हिट होता है तो ये मैच यहीं पे खत्म होगा। टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स ये मैच जीतते हुए राउंड ऑफ 16 में से आगे जाते हुए क्वार्टर फाइनल की तरफ आगे बढ़ते हुए टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स। गेम थोड़ा सा उनके तरफ नहीं था, बट लॉर्ड स्टोल करने के बाद, फेडरिन ने जो लॉर्ड स्टोल किया उसके बाद सीधा लॉर्ड के साथ टावर तोड़े बहुत ज्यादा, उसके बाद सीधा मिनियंस के साथ अंदर आए और सीधा गेम को फिनिश किया।
डेफिनेटली ये देखिए क्या ही डैमेज, क्या ही, इवन दो ब्रूनो को इतना ज़्यादा देर से उन्होंने टारगेट किया, वो उन्हें फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ा। काफ़ी अच्छे तरह से उन्होंने पूरी तरह से एक लॉर्ड के साथ गेम ले चुकी है। बेस्ट ऑफ 1 सीरीज होने की वजह से यहाँ पर टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स टॉप 8 पे पहुंच जाएगी। हर एक टीम फाइट यहाँ पर देखिए उन्हें बस लॉर्ड की परवाह थी, एंड उसी के साथ कैसे इनहिबिटर्स ले जल्द से जल्द, वो ही उनका विजन था, एंड उसी के साथ उन्होंने काफी अच्छी तरह से वो एग्जीक्यूट किया है।
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली अर्ली गेम से रेट्री फाइट डेफिनेटली हो रहा था अकाई के बीच में और फेडविन के बीच में। तो आखिरकार रेट्री फाइट अर्ली गेम में हमें लग रहा था कि रेट्री फाइट में जो है अकाई लीड पे है। इससे काय ने भी बहुत बढ़िया मूव दिया है इस गेम में। बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से ब्रूनो को दबोचा है, बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से मैं बोलूंगा गॉड को भी दबोचा है। तो ऑन द मार्क गेम प्ले रहा उनका। बट चलिए इस गेम में MVP लगाते हुए 2-1-11 स्कोर लाइन के साथ लापू मुझे लगा था कि ब्रूनो MVP आएंगे, बट लापू डेफिनेटली MVP डिजर्व करते हैं। बहुत ज्यादा टैंकीनेस के साथ मार्क कर रहे थे। खास करके मैं बोलना चाहूंगा बहुत ज्यादा स्किल गैप जो है ड्रैगन के साथ खेल रहे थे, उनको बहुत ज्यादा पोक किया उन्होंने अर्ली गेम में। तो चलिए ओवरऑल 16-9 स्कोर लाइन के साथ टीम मेगाट्रॉन ई-स्पोर्ट्स ये मैच जीतते हुए। तो पीछे मैं तुमसे पूछना चाहूंगा कि किसका गेम प्ले तुम्हें सबसे बढ़िया लगा इस गेम में?
मेरा दोस्त जेफ है दूसरे टीम पे लिक्विड फायर से, तो आई विल डेफिनेटली सपोर्ट हिज टीम। उन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छा खेला आज, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनके हाथ पे नहीं रहा गेम, एंड उन्हें टूर्नामेंट से बाहर जाना पड़ेगा। तो माय आंसर वुड बी लिक्विड फायर ई-स्पोर्ट्स।
जी हाँ, डेफिनेटली। और आई थिंक ये मैच यहीं पे खत्म होता है। आई थिंक इसके बाद वाले में भी एक गेम है, बढ़िया गेम, तालाब गेम है, वो डेफिनेटली होने वाला है। तब तक के लिए आप लोग डेफिनेटली बने रहें। तब तक के लिए मैं और पेची कहेंगे आप लोगों से अलविदा। तो मिलते हैं किसी गेम में।
Does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis folder. I feel like they're rushing the item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's rough. It's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
That Queen's
Atlas
Wings is gonna be able
Alapu?
to save them out. Lord spawned in. Univer, I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer, and this might be over for the side of Eyes Wide Shut. They lose their main DPS, and right now, Purple Hazy also gets knocked, and finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in, and here comes the Zushin. God is taken away. Invoker
Specialize on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage, way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever, but with this the Muddled also goes in, the circling eagle comes up, uses it up just to move behind. With this the Arlord also trying to defend, a lot of damage onto the base, but look at that, finally Abyss gets caught off guard, gets taken down, the double kill, a triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic Kasha. So that's the Zaman Force. They were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for as the game goes late. I don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the potato with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as YSS gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. And even even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Asian Chin gonna get the payday of the veteran, as well as it will be a Savage, but Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown. From
Just
one
Aura
down.
walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
Is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air, but Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness. A little bit of overextension will be punishing. And now we
Mid
see
tier is
Koto
about to
double on.
get busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. Not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. Look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the Alpha goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Linkin Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all the way? But that will be another stun coming in. Bakshi is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
cracking. Cracky. 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 Cracky.
Good you miss does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis boulder. I feel like they're rushing that item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
That Queen's
Atlas and
Wings is gonna be
Lapu?
able to save him out. Lord spawned in. Guinevere, I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be Zeusing popping in. Benedict going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer, and this might be over for the side of Eyes Wide Shut. They lose their main DPS. And right now, Purple Haze, he also gets knocked. And finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in. And here comes the Zushin. God is taken away. Invoker
Specialized
falls.
on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage, way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever.
Well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I feel like this is a little late to good evening, but I can't even say good night because that's considered as a ending note. So, with that, let's continue with our matches. One last team who are going to be here. That's going to be Hope Esports versus 75%, trying to get the spot at the top 8 as well. Now, again, upper brackets, so they will be moving forward. Let's see what is it going to be. And with that, we have Jeff today with me. Hello, Jeff. How are you feeling? Keeping aside what we have just seen on the last match. I'm so sorry about that.
Hmm. Anyways, let's not talk about the previous match. But first of all, I need to have a talk with Issei about this picture. Why the AI generated picture of mine?
It's
Man,
a good clacking.
okay. I have to talk to you off screen after this. But anyways, how about this matchup between Team Hope Esports and Team 75% attendance? Both these teams, they are looking really strong. Straight off the bat as well throughout the entire tournament. They have been dominating their matches. They have been dominating complete one-sided on their hands as well. The side of Team Hope Esports, they have a really versatile amount of how can I say, versatile amount of gameplay that they have on their hands. And the side of Team 75 attendance, they somewhat have a disciplined type of gameplay. They can play the support types, they can play the aggressive parts, they can also play those objective based games. So 75 attendance, they have somewhat of a really strong of a comp against Team Hope Esports because in a lot of times you would want discipline over versatility. So that is exactly what we can see here. But tonight, maybe the Shadow Team Hope Esports with their play style, they might be able to overcome 75% attendance. And straight off the bats here, the Shadow Team Hope Esports, they will be taking out the Akai, and from the Shadow Team 75%, they will take out the Pakuto.
Let's go. Understandable why the Poquito is there onto the ban section because there is quite a few counters that you don't want to see. But other than that, been such a good hero onto the EXP, such a good first pick as well. And since 75% attendance don't have the first pick, I feel like they could be possibly banning out the Zushin as well and talking about the Atlas that could be a ban as well. But Hope Esports though, that is just too much of a tank jungler getting banned. I do believe the next might be a Fredrin if the trend follows in. But what about the mages who are still open up?
Okay, it somewhat feels like the side of team 75% attendance. They don't have a proper assassin type of jungler on their hands right now. And I think the side of team Hope Esports, they are taking advantage of it fully and they are taking out all the tanky junglers straight off the bat. They don't want the Baksha with his life bane passive and the Akai with his strong damage and the fast jungle clearance as well. The side of team 75% attendance though, they do have that Pakuto to be banned out straight off the bat, which is going to be a really strong of a EXP laner contender, especially with the fact that he can burst out the your jungler as well, even if he's tanky jungler, even if he's a semi-burst brood jungler, it still works out pretty same. But the second ban from the side of Team 75 is going to be a Marcel here, a really strong and a really annoying hero.
Okay, so sorry for a bit of an Itami cosplay right here, but looks like I will have to introduce to you Itami. Hello,
Oh,
Itami. Please take over, and I hope you guys will have a good match to see.
Thank you for covering up for me, Pichi. And of course, I will be joining the casting decks with Jeff this time.
yo.
And it is between Team Hope Esports as well as 75% attendance. So these two teams haven't met up by far, and this is a BO1. So it is going to be quite dicey for either of the sides. And looking at the draft as well as the bans, I would say it is pretty much
Hmm.
balanced because they are quite updated with the patch. And Akai has been quite of a priority right now onto the ban section. Baksha as well as the Phobius that is expected. The Pakito is already banned out. So why actually go out for the Phobius? Maybe they are going to be strategizing with something that is heavily reliant upon mobility.
I think the side of Team Hope Esports would want to go for a Freya on towards the EXP. That's the reason they are taking off that 4 years here. But in my opinion, Alice can pretty much out sustain and in some cases out damage on that Freya as well. So Alice would be a far better option in terms of banning out Cheer, though Phoveus can be a really annoying hero when it comes towards a team fight Cheer. At the same time, the side of Team 75 with 75 attendance, they will take out that Atlas here. And like I was saying, Freya will instantly be picked off. There was something which was pretty easily readable, and I think the side of Team 75, they might have easily understood that as well, and they would want to go for another counter-wise heroes because they have left out that Freya pretty easily, and they pretty much have those ideas on what they can pick it off. And the Salah Team 75 attendance going for that simple, going for that pretty classy duo combo on towards the jungle area. Matilda with a guiding winds and Fredrin with his sustain.
And Matilda as well as the Fredrin comes up really handy when it comes out to giving out extra mobility because of the guiding wind. So Matilda works out as a support, even as a mobile kind of a support that can actually drag you onto the team fights onto the right time, as well as escaping from dire kind of situation. So Matilda is going to be coming up quite handy, even if the EXP is going to be quite sustainable kind of a thing. And speaking of which, the Jushin was completely open. On to my surprise, Hope Esports as well as 75 attendance, they didn't went out with any mid laner ban. So it leaves out the Jushin as well as the God is also open. So if Hope Esports decides to go out with the utility kind of a jungler once again for this side, so the God is going to work, but against a glue, the God might not work as much as compared to the Vexana or the Faramis, because God is a continuous magic damage kind of a hero, and Vexana as well as the Faramis could have been the burst. So what is it going to be? God is an S tier pick, to be honest right now, but still Vexana as well as the Faramis could have been situational considering the fact the glue has been picked out from the side.
That's true. Every 4 damage from God being a true damage is an absolute dramatic and an absolute nightmare for the frontliners for the side of Team Hope Esports right now. But a lot of times now after the recent patches, I think that a lot of teams are overlooking on towards that Zushin here. They think that Zushin's mana cost is going to be a drawback for her, but at the same time, she is still that annoying mage in the mid lane. She can still dominate the mid lane pretty dominantly without any issues. She does have those flaws on towards the mana control, but at the same time, when it comes towards those team fights, when it comes towards maintaining your skills, I think that Zushin is somewhat still of a really strong hero on that mid lane here. The side of Team 75 attendance now coming back on towards the bans. It's going to be Guinevere straight out, taking it out, making sure that the side of Team Hope Esports don't have any frontliners after all now, because look at that. Fredrin has been picked off by the side of Team 75. The side of Team Hope Esports, they have banned out that Atla. They have banned out the Akai, at the same time the Baksha here. So taking out a carry is somewhat of a drawback for the side of Team Hope Esports instead, because they could have picked it off and not let 75% attendance. Not that they will be picking it out, because I don't think so that they require much, because the side of Team Hope Esports, they are somewhat still squishy in my opinion.
Yeah, early game wise, especially before the Freya as well as the glue gets the itemizations, they won't be as much tanky. So early game, they could be quite vulnerable. And if 75% attendance decides to play really aggressively, then there could be trades which would completely favor for their side. So at the same time, Hope Esports, they need to play it out quite safely as well as get the neutral objectives as much as possible would be one of the more core priorities for their side. And Harith as well as the carry, which is completely justified to be honest, because these are the gold laners which has been quite of the hot picks, and Claude is still open. Regardless of the mana adjustments, I still believe like Claude still has that spot onto the meta. And compared to the other marksmen, he still kind of shines. The only drawback is the mana management is going to be quite tough, and he is going to be requiring sometimes as well as the core items in terms of the scaling, especially the Trinity. So sustainable farm will be the priority, and I believe it could be a classic Claude versus Moskov kind of a thing. And there you go, Moskov comes up, and Hope Esports most probably a Claude or maybe something else. And there you go. That is the classic kind of matchup like I was talking about.
Claude definitely being a really strong of a contender here, especially with the fact that he can melt out the frontliners. At the same time, just the fact that his alt damage has been reduced a little bit does not mean that his basic attack has been nerfed as well. His basic attack still deals a lot of damage. At the same time, he can be one of those shredders here, a really strong contender for carry in terms of who can eat tanks faster. The side of Team 75 attendance, though, they will be catching up on towards the jungler side. They don't want the side of Team Hope Esports to be playing any utility right now, because Balwan is banned, Gunivay is banned, Baksha is banned, Akai is also banned, but picking off is going to be Fredrin from the Shadow Team 75 attendance, leaving the Shadow Team Hope Esports enforced on towards that Suyu here, and he will go ahead of it. The assassin has been picked off, though the retribution battle is definitely going to be a 50-50 now because the piercing strike and the second skill from Suyu, both these skills are heavily reliant on those retribution as well. Both these skills can secure objective pretty perfectly. Now it all comes down to how fast your reflexes are. Because the faster your reflexes are, the faster you will be able to retribution and at the same time secure objectives. But now it all comes down to what the last pick from the Salah Team 75 is going to be because their EXP leader is still left off. And in my opinion, Alice, oh, never mind, a
Okay.
Ruby will be coming up.
Yeah, Ruby instant, in terms of engaging as well as in terms of sustaining onto a 3v1 kind of a scenario, she could be coming up quite handy,
Mhm.
especially because of the S2 crowd control. So the Ruby is going to be quite okay-ish, but onto the early phase, against the Freya, she needs to make sure that close calls is going to be happening less. The Freya as well as the Ruby requires one of the core items that is going to be the War Axe first in order to actually deal out a decent amount of damage. And Ruby, the only item, if you ask me if it is an EXP laner, then you can only just go in with the War Axe as well and just go out with the defense item. So Queen's Wings, Brute Force, Oracle, these are going to be the things that Ruby can acquire with. And at the same time, Freya, it is mostly the uh, golden stuff as well as the War Axe could also be used out, regardless of the fact you are the EXP. But Hope Esports, I believe, like they don't have enough sustain at least onto the early game phase. But if 75% attendance tries to do out the poking, then they have the juicing for their side. So, in my opinion, pretty much the draft is balanced, and it all depends upon how well these teams are able to execute it. And without any further ado, this is going to be the final match for the night. BO1 between Team Hope Esports and 75% attendance. So, Jeff, on my opinion, the draft is pretty much balanced, but which draft do you actually prefer onto this match?
Right now, I will not say any sides onto the drafts here because at the end of the day, it's all comes down to how your execution is going to be. But hey, we are in the land of Dawn. You guys are watching the Hook Gaming Showdown brought to you by none other than Hook Gaming, and we are already coming up with a really interesting, a really electrifying game between Team Hope Esports, though there is going to be the Liquid Fire logo there and 75% attendance. Having the Megatron logo, it all does not matter because at the end, it will be defining on how quick your jungle rotation is going to be, how quick your EXP will be coming on towards objective fights, and how well your Roma will be able to defend the backliners. And with this, we are in here. Itami, the mic is all yours.
Yeah, and they will be trying to get the level 4 mark, and I guess this is just going to be the fact that they will be trying to get the mark as soon as possible because for now, early game advantage is for the side
Oh,
of Team Hoop Esports. The draft is kind of unsustainable, but at the same time, if they decide to take out the fights, the Jushin could be coming up quite handy unless and until the Mathila is not able to get the guiding wind. So just for now, first blood yet to be drawn, and either of the sides they will be trying to focus on to the neutral objectives, and of course that is going to be it for the timing. On to the bot side, there is some skirmish almost coming around, but only the visions have been giving now. Jojo is all alone, just goes back right on time. Turtle spawning onto the next few seconds.
Turtle spawning in just 8 seconds now. The Silent Team Hope Esports, they're absolutely taking control over the jungle area of the Silent Team 75 attendance right now. Freya trying to cut out the lane here, but will be getting enough, just one minion enough to be getting the level 4 here. And with the Valkyrie descent coming up, it's going to be really annoying. And there she goes already on towards Fredrin here, guiding went straight on towards Jojo. Will be marked as well, will be forcing Zui and Jojo off that flicker here. Fredrin still waits to see right now. Appraisal start being used, but the retribution will be used on towards the Tsuyui. He will be getting it pretty easily. Shioi and that Fredrin is still trying to deal there a lot of damage. Guiding Wind comes in, make sure that the Fredrin will be surviving right now, and the Silent Team 75 attendance losing just one member on the team fight here while also giving that turtle. So the Silent Team Hope Esports, they have absolutely won this turtle fight.
Yeah, and just like that, Hope Esports do have the hopes right now, and they got the first neutral objectives as well as a decent amount of goal lead. It is not that massive, but onto the early phase, at least that is pretty much okay because they got one trade for their side as well onto the mid laner. So, God could be one of the members that would actually acquire the Sky Piercer first, or maybe it is going to be just a glowing wand, but it is not a utility jungler. So, he can be going out with the Sky Piercer unless and until he is able to farm up and get the Sky Piercer stack. So glowing wand is also going to be quite crucial. But before that, Hope Esports still are leading it out and onto the goal lane as well. The Moscow is getting scaled up against the Cloud, able to deny some of the minions onto the bot. There's still the fight, but there comes the Fredrin onto the fight. Valkyrie's descent as well. This goes back right on time.
Okay, using up their skills in order to retreat back and not let any bodies being dropped down, but the Valkyrie descent pretty much being used up. Fredrin out of that harm's way, but not for long because he will be sandwiched there and he will be taken down pretty easily. No, before he goes down, he will make sure that on that player here. Outplay has been done there, and there goes Suyu with his damages, taking out one member. Zue takes down Gru here, and the Shadow Team 75 attendance comes in for the rescue. Suyu is isolated from his team and way too deep on the 75 attendance territory, and he will be taken down. A punishment well deserved there. And the Shadow Team Hope Esports, the lead that they had, the economy that they were controlling is almost about to be dropped down.
Yeah, but Ito will be able to land a few hits onto the gold tower at least, so he will be going right back on time. It is a equal trade to be honest because it is a 2 for 2 and still the turtle advantage might be going out for the side of Team Hope Esports once again. They do have the vision and they do have at least amount of map control at least for now, and if they are able to do out pretty much decent onto the next upcoming team fights as well, then it is going to be favorable for their side. But at the same time, 75% attendance might try to contest in right now.
70 attendance definitely trying to contest out for the turtle here right now. But the Hope Esports, look at that, the Valkyrie descent already being used up. Straight on towards the backline. Here's Yue is the first one to be marked down off that Fury, and she will be taking him down without any struggle. And on towards the turtle fight, they are still going in for it. Terrible T will take down that Choco, and with that, the Glue using up his stick might try to take down that Fredrin, but not right now. Blazing the way, being used up, and the Moskov will be forced out of his flicker, and the first kill making sure that he survives right now. The dash is definitely being used. Double dashes to be exact being used in order to survive, and the guiding wins might have been the third one, but hey, without any struggles, without any consequences right now, the fair trades have been done. But the Shadow Team Hope Esports, they are not contending for the turtle right now, knowing that the jungler is not around. They do not want to take any risk of that turtle being stolen away.
Yeah, and the fact that even if the jungler was not present, 75% attendance was not able to contest it. There is a team fight once again. Fighting win. Okay, Valkyrie's descent comes up, so yeah, might try to go in.
Valkyrie descent being used once again, Zue being the first one to be marked down, but right now Freya is going ahead on towards the Ruby here, soaking up a lot of damage but will be forced out, but making sure that she will be poking out the appraisal strat, and no turtle right now. The turtle dance is being proceeded for way too long, almost the time for the third turtle to be arriving. Not third turtle, but yeah, the second turtle will be coming on the 4 minute mark. Yep, definitely, they would have worked out. The third turtle might have already been arrived here, but the side of Team 75 and Hope Esports, they are taking up the sweet time on towards this, and there it is. It's going to be Suyu once again with the retribution, taking away the turtle. The Lord will be coming next right now, but it all comes down towards the team fight. They are going in a appraisal start. Real Kumar takes down Zushin here. Valkyrie defending used up on towards you, taking him down, and will be surviving with Real Kumar being the last member of the 1375 attendance take him down, but not right now as Terrible C takes down Suyu once again. He does not want to stop anytime sooner. He is trying to charge in for Mo, but three members from the Shadow Team Hope Esports alive right now. Freya tried to take down bot lane first here, but unable to right now, and all the first tiers still standing healthy right now. Mid lane will be the first one to be taken out of this entire match in the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, and just like that, I think, in terms of the kill lead, they are doing pretty much even, but the advantage for the side of Team Hope Esports is they are winning out when it comes out onto the neutral objectives. They were able to secure the first tower, and to be precise, getting the mid tower compared to the top and the bot is more crucial because it is going to be providing you a lot of visions onto the team, and it is just going to be extending onto the fact that they will just try to get enough vision, and the fact is like onto the purple buff, if it is available, then Suyo can actually go out with the invade before the Fredrin if he's not available to take it on. So that could be giving out the farm advantage for the side of Team Hope Esports. They already have, decent amount of lead, at least for now. Regardless of the fact the turtle was contested and they were the ones who get it, but 75% attendance as well. They still have the fact that if they are able to win out onto the next upcoming team fight, then the lead is just going to be, completely diverse onto the side.
That's true. The side of 75% attendance being forced right now. But the fact that Suyu is definitely trying to go in for those engages here, but being caught off by that, Fredrin is being the biggest flaw of him right now. And there again goes in 4v1 situation for the, but he will be forced back right now. Mystic Gush being used up, and so is the Lantern Beacon here. They will have to retreat on towards the Lord side here, not making any mistake, not making any reckless mistake. Freya definitely waiting up onto us at bush here, trying to provide vision is a really amazing thing as of now. But that might be a bad mistake because if Fredrin is able to catch him up pretty in that stun lock here, is not going to be the safest part here. Freya goes in straight onto his Yui here. Valkyrie is and being used up. Appraisal side as well follows up straight, trying to mark him down. But Terrible C is taking up a lot of damage. QI will be the first one to be taken down on this team fight here. Freya still being stun locked, but the guiding winds will be making sure that Fredrin will come back right now. Unable to contest for this Lord here. 75% left hopeless.
Yeah, and I actually would like to look at the itemizations as well, because Hope Esports have already been leading out when it comes out onto the neutral objectives. They were able to get out a lot, and once again they will be able to get down one more tower for their side. Ito is just doing the split push at this point, and he is going out quite aggressively by a Valkyrie's Descent, as well as the Vengeance comes out, the flicker being used out by the Moskov to escape. He is able to do so, but the itemizations and everything, I still believe Hope Esports have the advantage. And look at the Claude compared to the Moskov, almost over 1k. Goal lead he has thanks to the split pushes as well as the last hits he did onto those minions. And there could be a fight coming up next. Yeah.
Okay, the top lane is being forced onto as a fight here. The Lantern Beacon being used up, picking off that Fredrin, taking up a lot of damage, not enough stacks, not enough crystal energies in order to use that appraisal start. And he will be taken down even before using that bonk. The Lord is marching in the mid lane. Top lane first here, the second third is taken down. The third third is to be taken down. The mid lane second tier as well, forced down right now. The Holy Shield is still there, 12 minutes to be taken down. 2 more minutes to be taken down, but hey, I think it will be taken down before that. But oh wait, I am offended being used up, catching up the Zushin out of the air, and it is going to be down death for the Zushin. I'm pretty sure Ray is going to be pissed off for seeing that Ruby catching away his Zushin.
Yeah, and the Purify was baited out, and Butterscotch got instantly taken down onto that. And the zoning could have been done out by the Jushin. The Holy Shields are yet to be up, and looks like 75% attendance. They are kind of struggling out when it comes out onto losing out most of their towers, and onto the fact it's only one tower that they took into the whole game. So Hope Esports, it's just not the hope at this point. They have the complete map control, at least for now, and when it comes out onto the next upcoming team fights, then they could be the ones who will be having more of the advantage thanks to the farm difference they have, especially Ito onto the Claude. He already has a lot of goal lead compared to most of the members, and he has the highest lead for the side of Team Hope. So if he decides to go all in with the Blazing Duet as well as take the fights, then the damage will be dealt off enough. And on to my surprise, Jeff, look at the Freya. No defense items by far, but still able to do her work quite perfectly.
I mean, in terms of Freya, I don't think so that she requires any defensive item because her lifesteal is already way too crazy, and the fact that she is able to sustain already is a really amazing thing, and the fact that the Lord will be coming on towards the 30-second mark is even more intense. The heat is just being turned up there, Itami.
And on to the viewers as well, I would like to remind you that the giveaway is also going to be going around after this match. So whoever has
Hey.
joined us, we will be giving you the giveaway rules like we did onto the previous few days. And the rules
Itami, wait.
Yep.
Let's not reveal it right now. The people who will be waiting until the end will get the rules, and they will get to win the diamonds as well. Let me just give you a sneak teaser. It's going to be 300 diamonds that will be given away, but you guys will have to wait until the end in order to receive the rules and regulations for how you guys can take part in this tournament. But hey, talking about the giveaway has been done for Hope Esports onto us a lot as well, Itami.
Yeah, and just like that, this is going to be another uncontested one. The recall might be done right on time. He goes back.
So close.
That was quite of a luck,
Oh,
but quite of a hope for the side of Team 75% attendance.
breathtaking, man. That was
But
breathtaking.
yeah, is attendance is going to be enough in order to pass out from this game? Is the question. The marks is still going to be mattering there.
At the end of the day, it's all about how you score. It's not about how you attend the classes or how you are in the class. It's all about how you are able to score and how you are able to use the practical marks as well. But hey, straight on to the bot lane. There is going to be I am offended, which will be used. A mistake, guys, forcing a flicker and the lantern beacon out of that Zushian and the glue, making sure that the Shadow Team Hope Esports will not be able to take down any base turrets right now. The Lord has been taken down. I'm pretty sure it was the Lord. Okay, the Lord was taken out.
Yeah, I think the lane syncing was not up to the point from the side of Team Hope Esports this time around. So, they could have been doing out a lot more with the Lord. And to my surprise, still the inhibitors are standing. Regardless of the fact the Holy Shield went up, the HP is quite low onto all three of the inhibitors. But the Lord is pretty much wasted if you ask me. And if 75% attendance actually take up a fight and they are able to win it out onto that, there you go.
Okay, the fight is being proceeded right now. It's going to be the slash instantly coming from the Tsuyu. Yeah, but the circling eagle from Jojo will be making sure that he will be taking a lot of damage. But terrible see, he takes down Iso with that bonk straight off his head. And he will be making sure that the main damage dealer from the Shadow Team Hope Esports will be taken down right now while only facing a casualty on their roam. Look at Real Kumar, he is dealing a lot of damage as well. Waylord will be stunned on that Spear of Misery. I am offended being used up. Waylow will be way too low of his comfort and he will be taken down as well. The Shadow Team 75% attendance. Looks like their attendance is being redeemed right now. They are making comebacks slowly but surely.
Yeah, the only downfall for this side is they don't have the towers, but the fact that the gold lead is not massive and the kill count is almost equal is giving out them the advantage that they could actually capitalize onto. So, Ito going out with a blazing duet, that was pretty much okay. The damage was done, but he was not able to retreat quite on time because of the taunt of the Brethren. So he needs to make sure that you have the Purify if you decide to go in with the fight, or maybe swap it out with the Wind of Nature or go out with the Winter Crown. So that could be done. But I strongly believe this time that 75% attendance, if they do the lane clearance properly, Blazing Duet once again.
Okay, Ito with the circling eagle cancelling out his blazing duet. It's not a good sign, but he will be coming with the BMI, going straight on towards it, and the slash and the spear instantly off that. So you will be making out two people. A double kill for him. Ito was the one marked down, but he out-sustained those damages and he made sure that they will be punished for overextending on the territory of their Hope Esports. And with this, the side of Team Hope Esports, they have reclaimed the tempo of the game. They have reclaimed the site that this Lord is going to be ours, and the side of Team 75 attendance. They might be left at a wow on what just happened.
I agree, and one fact that if you don't have the towers on your side, then the fact that if the Lord actually goes out for the contention, you won't be able to contest it because of the minions not being available, and you will just be being left out to clear out the minions. And looking at the itemizations and everything, the Moskov as well as the Claude are already onto the full build. The rest of the members will also be following up, but how well Team Hope Esports will be able to sync the lane is going to be the main question. I think this lane syncing is much better compared to previously. So all they gotta do is engage a fight or wait for the side of Team 75 attendance to actually take one.
Okay, two base turrets already taken down. The Lord is pretty healthy, really healthy to be exact, and he is marching from mid lane. Not looking good for the Shadow Team with 75 attendance, as it is looking really bad for them. And here goes Ethos with his blazing duet, taking a lot of damage. Mistake is being used up. Terrible C will be taken down by Butterscotch here. Wind of Nature being forced off that Ito. Not looking good. The Lord is still standing. 4 members from the Shadow Team 75 attendance are there and forcing the Shadow Team Hope Esports to retreat right now. Moskov with his amazing, outstanding spear damage with his positioning as well, making sure that he won't be taken down, and he is going for that damage. Butterscotch will be taken down by QI, and it's looking good for the side of Team 75% attendance as they are still standing. The game is yet to end, and the side of Team Hope Esports, they are just growing desperate in order to end this game as soon as possible.
Yeah, the fact that Ito went out with the Blazing Duet, used the Wind of Nature, he was able to sustain as well as get back. But they lost out pretty much of the members. And looking at the farm difference, it is not that much, and it's already onto the late phase. So, rest of the thing for the side of Team 75% attendance is the rest of the members should also be able to catch up as soon as possible when it comes out onto getting a final items. And there is the fight once again. Valkyrie's Descent being used now.
Okay, Valkyrie Descent being used off, follow up by the Suyu here as well as White Solo trying to go in, catching anybody with a 60 if possible, but no, right now he is being thrown around here and there, and with the Blazing Duet instantly following on with the backline, dealing a lot of damage without any further. It's going to be for the Scotch who will be using the Lantern Beacon here. Yui will be taking down Blue with that appraisal strat, instantly bonks down the Immortality, forcing Suyu out of his life and way low, making sure that he buys that Immortality, but it's way too low right now, way too late right now for that. Forcing the South Team 75 attendance back inside the base is going to be the minions, but they have definitely won this team fight. And they are showing that there is a way, there is still a hope. Your name might have the hope, but we have the hope in order to make a comeback here.
Yeah, and the Lord as well as the dead timers is going to be pretty much up onto the same time. Pretending you shouldn't have just went in just for the blue. Okay, the Matilda is there for the save, thankfully. And Hope Esports, they won't be wasting any more time from here. Moscow should be there onto the Lord lane actually. Should be able to help out for the Lord. He has the SOD, so he can join the fight anytime soon, unless and until it does connect. And there is the stun.
With the Scotch not looking good onto the position, Mystic Gush being used up. Real Kumar will be coming for the battle, but right now, not much interesting about stuff that is being happening onto us battle right now. Hope Esports though, they are trying to contest onto us Lord. They 75 attendance, melting it down. So you will he be able to steal it out? It's a big cohesion. QI will be zoning him out, and the starter team Hope Esports. This is not looking good as the Lord is falling on the hands of team 75%. The game is still proceeding. Etho going straight onto the backline with the Blazing Duet without the PMI, though it's not looking good. Yui will still be taken down. So is the Guiding Mist, which will be saving Fredrin right now, but the Lord is here. The Lord advantage is there. QI will be way too deep, which is going to be punished for now, and he will be taking down QI. Two members from the side of team 75 attendance being taken down. Freya onto as a backline, trying to go for the back doors, but will be discovered, will be spotted out, and the side of team Hope Esports, they will have to fend off this Lord. At the same time, they might be able to end it out because this is a 5v3 that is happening. They are trying to go in for the damage here. Real Kumar is the first one to be marked down. Purify being used onto a Z but a Scotch, but he is trying to go in for the damage here. Real Kumar dealing a lot of damage. Wind of Nature being used up, but the Nexus being marked down by the side of team Hope Esports, dropping 75 attendance onto the lower bracket.
Yep, and that is going to be it. Quite of a contention coming up from the side of team 75% attendance too, but it is team Hope Esports with the win. Quite of a dominating display. It was not completely one-sided dominant thanks to the Moskov. They were able to pull up at least the Lord, but the fact that after the Lord they lose out two of the members and there was no one to actually defend it out, and having no towers for their side was one of the key factors that team Hoop Esports were able to capitalize onto, and they were able to get the victory. So it is going to be Team Hope Esports who will be moving on to the top eight, and 75% attendance will be the one. If I'm not mistaken, they will be eliminated. And of course, looking at the highlights and everything, the early game fight, the Fredrin was able to get June onto that fight at least, but still, the synergy as well as the team fight composition was more favorable for the side of Team Hope Esports, and they were able to make the full advantage onto that, able to get most of the neutral objectives and able to get most of the kill trades. The kill trades were equal, but what actually differentiates them was the split pushes coming up from Ito. They were way too focused onto the fact that they should be they should be equalized onto the kill count, but they will completely lose out most of the towers, so which became one of the kryptonite for them onto the end. So it is going to be it, and looking at the MVP and everything, it is going to be Ito actually onto the cloud. The item swaps as well as everything quite was done well by him. I think the highest damage as well was done by the guy, and he is going to be the deserving MVP for their side. 30% damage actually. And kudos to Neil Kumar as well, man, onto the Moscow. He was the one actually holding out 75% attendance onto the later phases, but it was quite unfortunate onto the fact that they didn't had any towers for their side, and the evolved minions were way too much. Ito just had to lock in the crystal, and he was able to do so.
Exactly. But hey, the match might have ended, but there is one thing that we are still excitedly waiting for. It's about the giveaway, and there is going to be a 300 diamonds giveaway for 3 people, and the way that is going to be happening is going to be through a spin wheel. And hey, I think there is one way that you guys can participate on towards the giveaway. All you guys have to do is make sure to like and subscribe to the stream, and make sure to write in the chat exclamation mark giveaway, and your names will be put out on towards the screen here. But Itami, unfortunately, I'll have to take my leave. You will have to take control on towards this giveaway. For now, I'll take my leave, guys. Peace out. Itami will take over the giveaway.
Okay. Thank you for being here, Jeff. And of course, this is going to be the giveaway time. Like we were already doing it out onto the previous few days. The giveaway is going to be of 300 diamonds and 100 diamonds each for 3 of the winners. So the rules are going to be same, and it is going to be a last man standing onto the 3 people. Whoever the final 3 will be decided as the winner. So if you have not participated, just use the exclamation giveaway in order to fill up your name onto here. And if you want your friends as well to participate, then share the stream onto them and ask them to like and subscribe and join the giveaway. So that way the engagements could also be done from their side, and it is going to be 3 of the winners which will be decided for the night as well. So we will be starting after few minutes. So we will be waiting out for most of the viewers that they have already put out their names. So I hope, as well as I wish all of the participants all the best. May the last 3 actually win it out and able to get the diamonds on time. I'm seeing new names, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the winners should be updated, right? Like the ones who have won previously might not be eligible for this one. And of course, like there is the, what do you call it? There is the like target as well. So make sure you like the stream too. Right now it's on 52 likes compared to yesterday. It's pretty much more. And make sure if you have just joined, then please like the stream as well. And yes, if you guys just joined, then use the exclamation, don't do the space, and just write the giveaway. That way, I think it would be easy for the bot to detect it and entry the name as well. So I think we are pretty much good to start it out. I'm seeing new names as well getting entered. So I guess it is more members. Actually, there are more participants this time. So top 3 is going to be 50-50, or let's say the chances are pretty much there. And who knows, you are going to be the lucky winner this time. So even if you don't win it out today, make sure you join tomorrow, be active onto the stream, and once again you can participate. And I guess the giveaway is going to be going around for the next few days until the tournament actually concedes. So we will be waiting for 1 more minute, and then we will be starting the spin of wheel. I think we are good to start. Okay, there we go with the spin. New stock is going to be out. First person is out. Next is going to be Dashi Vicky. And the next guy is going to be PZY228, who will be eliminated. And okay, Issei will be eliminated today. He won yesterday, so of course. And MLBB content is out. Billy My Monkey is also out. And GameX Legend MLBB is also out. Happy Somic will be out as well. Jeff was almost out. Okay, Happy Somic once again. Okay. Both of them will be... oh my god, almost. Subhankar will be out. Rhythm will be out. And we are getting closer to the winners. Of course, Mustang FF is out once again. And Jeff will be out as well. Darla will be out too. Pew Pew is also going to be out. Referee number is also out. Zyro God is also out as well. Okay, Dade is also out. Okay, who is this? Preeti Bhatt, I guess it is. Who will be out too? Kiyoshi will be eliminated as well. Eleanor will be out too, so we are close to the winners. And Sinner is going to be out as well. The final four, so the final three is going to be the winners for here. So here we go with the spin, and I am going to be out. So of course, this is going to be three of the winners, and I would like to announce the names. Okay. Who is it? Okay, Celestial Twilight. Celestial Twilight, Shreyansi as well as Ren Sith is going to be three of the winners for the night. So congratulations to you guys, and provide your ID and server onto the chat so that we will be able to note it out, and the winners will be most probably given once the tournament concedes, or it could be done before that too. So you have to wait it out for till then. So these three are going to be the winners, and I guess for the stream as well, we will be able to concede it for the night. And congratulations once again. Tomorrow we will be back once again with another stream, and it is going to be the top 8 if I'm not mistaken. So till then, stay tuned and good night, everyone.
Does not mean you keep making missed calls, man. You gotta lock in because it's not looking good. Masab also going with a chassis folder. I feel like they're rushing that item too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. What are they doing? What are you doing? Why are you clumping up like that for an
That Queen's
Atlas
Wings
and
is gonna be
Lapu?
able to save them out. Lord spawned in. Whenever I don't think she's in a position to make a steal. Terrible Tito, man. He's taking a lot of damage from the Lord himself, but at the same time, there's gonna be Zushing popping in. Benedict are going and taking away Fam, the main core damage dealer, and this might be over for the side of Eyes Wide Shut. They lose their main DPS. And right now, Purple Haze, he also gets knocked. And finally, Bruno gets a kill with the footballs bouncing in. And here comes the Zushin. God is taken away.
Special eyes on melting down the Lord. Selena for the mage. Way too much single target. Her minion clearing isn't efficient as ever. But with this, the Matilda also goes in. The circling eagle comes up, uses it up just to move behind. With this, the Arlord also trying to defend. A lot of damage on the base. But look at that. Finally, Abyss gets caught off guard. Gets taken down. A double kill, a triple kill for Kuni. 3 members by him, but then look at the damage coming in by the Mystic Kasha. So that's the Zaman Forest. They were trying really hard, but then really hard defend for them. As the game goes late, don't think so they'll be able to trade off much unless and until it is Team Espadas who do some major mistake. But we do see the Harith being caught off guard right out there by the potato with the flicker play with a heavy spin. A beautiful kill as Vices gets shot down right there. Selena is next to follow. And just look at the amount of shield the Harith is getting at this point. He's kind of unkillable. Even they know, even the Claude is having a hard time. Does not have enough gold to build down his Trinity to even melt down anyone at this point.
Let's see what will be happening. This will be a double kill. Masha falls down. Triple onto the coup prize. Will be a Mania coming in. Asian Chin gonna get the payday of the veteran, as well as it will be a savage, but Esmeralda not gonna give that chance to Shiroya Yuki. But it will be Megatron finishing it up with the victory at Hook Gaming Showdown. From
Aura walking around the map at this point, and Baksha is kind of completely farmed up. Just look at the Claude already with the golden staff, and once again we might see some skirmish.
Is coming in for another invasion. Now Veteran is getting chunked down. 3 falls down there. Hylos goes in for the final blow. Black Dragon emerges, but is getting a lot of damage from the air. But Happy goes down. Blazing Grid comes in. Look at the Claude. Oh my goodness. A little bit of overextension. Will be punishing. And now we see
Meteor is
Koto
about to
double
get busted as well. The Lord still marching in, and this is not at all a Luminous Lord. It's not at all an Infernal Lord. It's a Luminous Lord. It does have the sustain. Look at it. Lord is getting all those damages, but it will get defended for sure. But the spatial migration with the proper goes in there. Look at the damage coming in from the behind. It's Kyra, but it will be a slain onto Linkin Park. Bazooka fire. Double kill Krolo. Kyra goes down as well. That will be the inhibitor securance. And now you just have 2 of the members remaining. Can you defend it all the way? That will be another stun coming in. Baksha is getting busted down. Immortality popped up. Lilia comes in for the burst. And this will be the high loss falling down. But Lilia does have some sense here. Will be taking out, but the lockdown on the base is happening. And One Soul Legacy with an epic comeback. From a deficit to a win.
Cracky. Cracky.